Good evening.
This is the D by D podcast on the first day of the month. Wake up, wake up.
It's the late night Friday edition.
Bullshit.
Shout out to my ladies.
But we in here with the New Orleans Phatz.
Friend of the program.
For podcast number 2.
You know
and,
what it is.
There was, we'll just cut straight to the chase. There was some bullshit you had told me yesterday that you wanted to present to everybody because there was people who were requesting our stance on this. And
I don't know if they were requesting our stance on it, but
they just
it seemed like a popular topic yesterday on the Facebook.
What was the name of the magazine?
Where You At?
Where You At?
WhereYouAt.com.
So that was that's the Where You At magazine you find when you know.
Yeah, you hanging out at the House of Blues or something. They got the magazine sitting outside the bar.
All right. Can you open this up for me?
Well, they did they have an establishment called the Country Club that's based in New Orleans. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it.
I live across the street from it.
Oh, you definitely familiar
with it. Orleans, Louisiana, but that was back when there was no rules.
It was popping.
They got civilized since.
Anyway, I assume that the Country Club had interviewed, a couple of the employees there, so a couple of the bosses, a couple of the main people that worked there, and they ran into this chick, and I can't think of her name on the top of my head. If you guys pull it up,
that's what I was saying.
But anyway, they asked everybody the same 5 questions, and the 5th question happened to be, if you happen to be running the sewer board of New Orleans, sewer and levee board of New Orleans, where would you shoot all the water that was breaching the levees?
Right.
And this bitch says Chalmette.
All right. So this is, I found it. The girl's name is Heather Peed.
Shout out to Heather.
E-E-D.
When you file that lawsuit, the name is Paul
She basically
Higgnz.
just peed on Chalmette.
Right.
Right. So what she was saying was, what happened was, this was the question. If you were a punk, all right, I'm gonna ask Phatz first. We're gonna put him on the spot today. If you were a pump for the Sewage and Water Board of New Orleans, where would you pump your water to?
Are you asking him or?
I'm asking. If
Phatz,
you was not ready for it,
where it's being pumped down. What's wrong? It's been working for how many years?
It's been working. Yeah, I guess that. Well, it wasn't working a couple weeks ago, right?
Well, something soft up.
Yeah.
Right. So I happened to talk to somebody there that's a contractor for the Sewage and Water Board, and I can't give much details, but I can tell you they've been working 24 hours a day with GE and FEMA on site for the last week or so in preparations for this hurricane coming. So don't believe the hype with everything you hear out there.
Right. So
the pump they ain't doing shit. They doing shit, but they don't want to tell you that because who's gonna watch the news if they're telling you good shit?
Somebody took it upon themselves to put this chick on blast, bro.
Oh, they put her on blast hard yesterday.
So
and look, it's a cunny thing to say. She's obviously, from what I know about the chick, she's not from here, so.
Dude, anytime you do that,
how would you pump it here anyway? Through what?
She don't know what she's talking about. She's just trying to be funny.
The waterways don't come here.
She was probably drinking some of this.
You would flood the lake before any of it.
She was drinking that rum chata.
If we're gonna be sarcastic,
I'm not much of a fisherman, but the only way the water could get here would be through the lake, right?
Right. What way you gonna pump it to?
So you gonna pump it here.
So
she's stupid.
All right. So if I'm gonna
let that energy in your head.
What I would say, if we're gonna be sarcastic like she was, we're gonna say
river where all the other flood water goes, bitch.
We're gonna waterboard her, and whatever's left, we putting it on Landrew's fucking lawn.
There you go.
We're gonna do with it.
Crab baby.
So, but besides that, that was a stupid thing to say. You don't fucking.
But
say
people were actually calling this woman out yesterday. Looking for her job. They wanted to get fired. Should she get fired for saying that?
No.
Journalist or who was
No, she's a
event coordinator at the country club. How big is the country club? I mean, what do you know about it? Is it that significant?
Not really.
It's like the bartender at fucking give me one down here.
They don't even allow nudity anymore. You can't be nude at the pool anymore. They got rules. There was never rules at the country club.
Oh, back then you can just
trust me. I lived across the street from Katrina. through plenty Southern decadence with the Playgirl van parked in front of that motherfucker.
That's bad.
I see some shit I don't ever want to unsee.
Playgirl, yeah. No, I
There's
think
some shit.
Playboy.
I see some shit I don't know.
Well, like,
But it ain't. The country club.
I just fucked myself on camera, bro.
Yeah.
I said that's bad.
Y'all seen
It
that?
said Playgirl, not Playboy.
Playgirl. It was a gay club before. It was all gay.
So that's what it was.
mostly
Country
gays.
club. So it was like Oz. It was like fucking.
It was
whatever.
right behind Marky's. You know where Marky's bar is?
No, I
in
don't.
Louisa.
No.
In the night
no.
bar?
See. Oh, downtown.
In the night, we're all in Louisa. I was right on the corner. I was across the street from Marky's. Right next to Marky's on Louisa was the country club.
Right.
And it was mostly gays, but women went there because they can go there and sunbathe nude by the pool and not be
Not be
harassed
fucked
by
Not
a
being
bunch of
harassed,
hoes.
right.
And it was cool and it was accepted and they, well,
I
it
mean-
didn't cause problems there. It was,
Yeah, but what's goofy about this is that they went. It's not the fact. So what happened was Where You At magazine went and asked this chick, and then they just published it. Like, oh,
She's in the cool.
they
She's
knew
not
it.
doing
This
too
is
good
interesting.
because she's losing out to a little hotel on Tulane Avenue. So if people rather go on Tulane Avenue,
Then go hang out on
Tulane
Royal
Avenue.
and Louisa.
So
You got
know
bigger
she-
issues.
right.
Do you think maybe she got some Chalmette dick and
She's
she was
just-
fucked over and maybe
got
she's bitter?
self-hate that she needs to deal with.
She probably got some Chalmette dick
Maybe.
Right.
and she's bitter, Chalmette guy
Maybe.
fucked her.
We ain't gonna
Well,
go with that.
yeah.
But
So
Hey, you never know, man. You never know. Lots of women are bitter.
I guess what we can do now, we'll switch real quick because people wanted to touch on that real quick and yeah, we Playgirl and Dicks. We done with Playgirl and
But
Dicks.
really, how is that water gonna get here? Through what? I'm not.
Well, no, I know
don't
what you're
the
saying. Like
waterways,
scientific,
so- right.
like it was.
I mean, you can always blow the levee right there in the lower Nile.
This is the thing. When they came up with that question,
That intercoastal canal. what
Yeah,
is that?
you can blow the
Right.
coast canal.
when they came up with that
But you
fucking
don't flood the lower
question,
ninth wall.
they wasn't thinking about like you're thinking about it. Like, well, scientifically, like they were just trying to get somebody to say some dumb shit like you're saying, right? Like she's saying, not what you're thinking. Like, well, where can I pump it? Like logistically,
It goes to the river, you
Right.
fucking stupid bro.
right? They weren't thinking that. They wanted somebody to say something stupid like Chalmette and put somebody on blast. They wanted to start something. And she just happened to say Chalmette. She could have said any fucking where. She could have said the Ninth Ward, the Seventh Ward, Algiers. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we going to pump it? Somebody's going to get fucked. Who you want to get fucked is basically what they did.
I say we pump it to Mandeville.
There you go.
That's a good one. Shoot it right across the causeway. Huh?
Oh, white flight.
White flighters. Hey, you notice though? You ever notice it's the people that left here to go to the North Shore that only talk bad about the South Shore?
Right.
Like
Right.
the people that are from there and live there their whole life, they love it. They always come here. The ones that
Yeah.
move there, they hate it.
But
It's
they
like
just-
it's like
Oh, we
They're
boycott
just
New Orleans.
trying to
Yeah, Nola and-
justify.
Yeah. Boycott
Right.
Nola.
They're trying to justify
No,
their
anyway,
reason
fuck.
for leaving because they upped and left and like they need a real reason for leaving other than the fact that they
If
fucking.
you love something, you fight for it. You don't run from your problems, right?
Dude, it was a fucking hurricane.
We all came back.
Like,
Shout out to the boycotters though. They make the restaurants less crowded when you go eat.
well, hopefully I don't put my foot in my mouth, but there was a fucking hurricane. It's like a 50-year hurricane, whatever you want to call it. Like, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime hurricane that everybody experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the
Going down that
chances?
hole already?
Well, I'm
Yeah, we
just
get a little
saying.
started, man.
Oh,
We
well,
pull
no.
the Twilight Zone up, before
Well,
we
I
get
mean,
started.
yeah, I want to, but I'm just saying, like, what's the odds that that's gonna happen to people again? Like, we had most people, like our parents, our grandparents, experience Betsy, Katrina. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, we dodged bullets that whole time. What's the odds that you're gonna see something that bad again? And most people cashed out on flood insurance and homeowners that were homeowners down here.
Speaking of that, FEMA runs out of money September 30th.
Uh-oh.
They go back.
Are we going there already?
And Trump's already said he's against giving it the money. So what's that mean for all these poor souls that are
He's used to
them.
that we all know homeowners don't cover natural disaster floods.
And they ain't about to
Or
start.
if
Right.
the water heater break or some bullshit.
But he was on camera.
But what's that tell you though?
He was on
government loans.
Oh, right.
Government loans for how many?
Dude.
9 million fucking home out there. Fucking Houston's huge.
Right.
It's not just Houston.
It wasn't.
Port Arthur.
Right, and that's the thing that made.
Shout out to Bun B.
Like her.
R.I.P. Pimp.
Yeah, R.I.P. Pimp. Sorry about that.
Dude,
DJ Screw.
He hates it. Dude, I love listening to Pimp C interview. Like some of the when you listen to Pimp C talk, bro, you listen.
we turned from FEMA to Pimp C.
Well, I'm just
like
saying,
that. Well, we
y'all
get a turn quick.
So I had to go there. But we'll go back to the hurricane. Like people are calling Harvey, not Irma, because I wanted to bring like Irma. We hope that some bitch just dissipates and disappears.
Irma just sounds like one that's gonna nail us. So
shut up,
Irma Thomas.
Yeah, well,
it's projected to go to the East Coast.
I hope so. I just don't like that name. Well, I like Irma Thomas.
I don't know, bro.
Irma just so
you got your
the East Coast. It's like not beaches. There's a lot of like shoreline. Like they got a lot of like shit to break up the storm when it comes in. Maybe.
Nah, dude. I guess. I mean, they're above sea level, and that stands for something.
I don't know.
But the difference between Harvey and Katrina was Harvey. I don't think the winds and all whatever like
the rain.
The fact that they had a front pushing on it from the north, and they had a front push.
Areas.
Well, they had two fronts pushing on it from both sides, so they two fronts sandwiched it, and it just fucking sat there.
And what's
you know what I'm saying?
What lines the coast of Texas?
What you mean? Like
all refined.
Right.
What they spitting out those smokestacks all day?
Condensation. Yeah, we deal with it every day.
So you don't think they fueling these storms?
Oh,
why not make them shut down?
The heat, it draws in heat, right? The heat is drawn. Hurricanes are drawn to the heat. I'm sorry, that's what you're saying.
You add precipitation into it, and I don't know.
Well, the whole that whole region from Mexico all the way to Louisiana, because I don't really know much refining going on in Mississippi. So from Mexico to Louisiana is all refineries all across the water.
So if we're gonna talk rabbit hole, what do y'all think about geoengineering?
I mean, dude,
talking about
technology.
Tesla was able to manipulate weather way back then.
Right. And you hear about the whole Tesla story is his whole objective was not to do it for harm. He was trying to do it for the greater good. He was trying to create free energy and trying to prove that we don't have to use up the Earth's fossil fuels.
No, we still burning coal like cavemen.
Right.
Come on,
right.
Dude.
Because there's so much.
2017.
It's a fucking money pot, And what I'll do. We'll go straight to it before I get into, big props to
big comment down there. I can't
everyone that's involved in the hurricane that's suffering from Hurricane Harvey. I mean, I can't say enough. God bless the fact that we didn't have to go through what you guys are going through right now, but we feel your pain. Especially
shout out a bunch of people that I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Darren Burns, Heather and Saudi, Brian Mandalaro, all these dudes that've been driving out to Texas.
Right.
Brandon, dropping shit off.
Brandon went and blast not Brandon,
Darren.
Darren went live, he was trying to find a boat, and it was at night. I saw it. By the time I woke up, he was on his way to Texas. So shout out to him and the courage of someone to actually take him up on his offer and take their own boat out there and go help whoever they can help. And the help, the people who want to help, it's gonna be there. People are out there still looking for help. From what I hear, I've heard today, a lot of the water subsided.
Larry Payne says NASA's conducting shit right now.
I see him. Shout out to Larry Payne. What up, brother-in-law?
I was trying to go over there and see it,
But Tony Colombo.
No man behind they chiming in. We're gonna go deep. I didn't want to I just want to let you guys know, right? I want to I just want to make this aware that we understand what's going on in Texas and we feel their pain.
It's tripled the water we had. Like Texas is huge.
Right.
Triple the people.
From north of Houston down to Beaumont. And
Yeah.
all the
Yep.
like the
It's
amount
terrible.
of
The
water.
population, like
And as
Houston,
other areas drain, more flood. And
The-
that shit.
there's probably just as many people in that area as there is in the whole state of
Just
Louisiana.
one little
if not
section.
more, right? And,
They
and
talking about 9 million. I'm there.
I think that's why FEMA is like, this ain't Katrina. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if Katrina was a worse hurricane, and this is
We need a fact checker because I don't know what's going on, but sometime at the end of this month, something with FEMA money is getting voted on by the.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna look this up. Does anybody out there know right now what's going on with FEMA?
So at the end of the month, they voting on something, and the rumor has it that Trump is against giving it the money, or
I'm gonna Google FEMA vote right
Fun
now.
these fuckers.
And
Thank
see.
you, my boy. You the wire king over there. You seen I got a little tangled up. Anyway, we're waiting for Paul to pull up FEMA. Any questions you guys have? Hit us
All
up
right,
on the
here
Facebook.
we go.
How's
House
it going?
Republican spending bill includes FEMA cuts to
There it
fund
is.
Trump's border wall.
there it is.
That's irre-
You want
dude,
your fucking wall, or you
that
want it to be
fucking
safe?
headline right there is legit. Now here's, I don't even want to go there. I don't even.
Where's the
All right,
source?
so here we go.
where's the source of the headline? You can't
Wait,
trust
President.
Is that a legitimate site that they
Dude,
really?
this is
Are they really gonna
Boston
cut?
Globe.
They're gonna cut FEMA money for a fucking wall.
If you want to call the Boston Globe a legitimate,
Did you say that right?
That's
You
what
know
the
that.
fucking headline says. So this is what I'm going to read this to you guys. House Republicans spending
That wall.
bill
Better catch that wall.
includes FEMA cuts to fund Trump's wall.
What else does it include?
All right.
I guess we're on FEMA.
President Donald Trump is promising billions to help Texas rebuild from Hurricane Harvey caused epic flooding, but his Republican allies in the House are looking at cutting almost $1 billion from disaster accounts to help finance the president's border wall. So basically, what that paragraph tells you, like the way it's written, is that Trump wants to help them, but his constituents said, well, we need that. Like, if
No,
we
that-
give you that money to help them, your wall's not going to do
That
it.
wall is a smokescreen. You don't think they want drugs in this country to keep the
Man,
prison
that
system going?
fucking dude, they built
Come
that
on,
fucking
man.
wall. That wall,
Come on, man.
like that wall is an imaginary wall. Like he might,
That's the
he might hire
fucking keep
more
the divide with these fucking
Right.
pigeons that all.
Look at that.
There it is.
There it is.
Shout out to Eddie Broncos. He took a tumble on it.
Yeah, well, I almost took one. I got good footing though. I watched the Saints in preseason.
And Conor McGregor.
Yeah, and kind of.
Chase Daniels sucks.
yeah, he's not too good. So the pending reduction to the Federal Emergency Management Agency's disaster relief account is part of a massive spending bill that the House is scheduled to consider next week when lawmakers return from their August recess. So when they, like, this is a fucking disaster. Why can't they discuss this, like, you know what I'm saying?
We're taking callers.
You know, now, like this is an emergency, and we're gonna wait. We gotta wait till we figure this one out. All right, because they don't get paid enough as it is.
What does that say about the image America has, or that we supposedly have around the world as being the elite country, and you're gonna cut the help of
Right.
people that
Well,
you've never stepped to and said, hey, you might want. Flood insurance is probably the cheapest insurance you can buy. But if you live in a place where it don't have a flood, then why buy it, right?
right.
So,
You live in the mountains. Why buy flood insurance?
right.
Just fucking never
Now, I don't know the lay of the land over there. It's not the first time they've had, since the 70s, they've had over 40 inches of rain. Like that.
What, in Texas,
So,
you talking
like, the
about?
shit's happened before.
Well, let's go back to your initial question about the what's your geoengineering? Is that the
Geoengineering.
I mean,
Radar images, unless these dudes is like fucking making up their own radar images, like
that's kind of funny. How is it possible for someone to steer a storm into a certain area? I don't deny it that it's not true, but It's just so far ahead of
Did you
my.
see-
I don't
did
watch.
you see-
You
right.
see, guys, the rabbit hole guy, right?
Well, there's a BBC video of this big ass machine that creates clouds.
Right.
So they're
Right.
creating weather.
I mean, this is
It's no
No joke.
like it's not a full hat conspiracy theory. This is real shit.
So if they can do that, why can't they? If there's such thing as global warming, how come the people that can make weather, how come they can't control that?
Well, you can't weather and heat like the sun and all that is one thing. Like you can't control the sun.
Right.
You control weather. That's not weather. The sun and heat.
Well, global warming is what? Us polluting the sky so much that it's thinning in the air between us and the sun. So the sun's actually
What they're
appears
basically
closer.
doing is like doing
That's out of my
small,
expertise.
like
Shout out to CJ Bird.
This is what they're doing.
No, CJ.
This is what I can see. Like, think about a couple fucking dudes, couple scientists in the lab, like in some closed room, trying to create, like, put out certain temperatures in certain environments in this closed room, which is a microcosm of a hurricane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, we figured out how to make this storm in this fucking jar in the science lab.
All right.
Now let's figure out how to use a planet.
You know, they
Dude, I
split
mean,
in atoms. They
Right.
recreated the God particle at CERN laboratories in Switzerland.
dude, that's a whole
Fuck with
other.
weather?
That's a whole
Come
nother
on.
open hole there, and like, dude, it's a real sketchy situation. It's a real touchy situation. It's as fucking deep as like saying that 9/11 was a scam. You know what I'm saying? That we're saying because of all the people's lives that it affected. And yeah, we're gonna go there. And I before we even go deep, because we're already going there, I just want to let the people know that look, we're not claiming that any of this that we say is legitimate, factual. All we're doing is trying to educate people on what's out there.
We just not
You know what I'm
even
saying?
educate because we're just trying to get you to think.
Right. Open your mind
Get you to
up and think, and don't let
Question
CNN,
every
Fox,
fucking thing.
CBS, NBC tell you that everything that they say is face value, because it's obviously not. It's been proven wrong for years. And like, dude, we don't know what kind of level they're on. Like, if you just think about the military technology in itself, like, and you heard this for years, like everything that they come out with, the military gets its hands on it first, and then they figure out, like, just as simple as the fucking Hummer. Like, look at the Hummer. The Hummer was a military vehicle, then they put it, just something small like that. Then you can buy one on the street now. But
They've been using fiber optics in the military for
right.
forever.
And we can go as deep as finding out where those fiber optics came from. I don't know if you ever heard anything about that.
It comes from sand.
Well, I read a
Makes
book.
sense.
All right. Fiber optic, I read a book, and I know you've heard about the Roswell crash.
With the aliens?
The alien Roswell crash. Fiber optics was one of the technologies that they found in the vehicles that had crashed.
Wow.
And think of how long has fiber optics actually been available for me and you? What?
It's been around for a while.
Yeah, but maybe 20
20
years?
30
You know what I'm
years.
saying? The Roswell crash was in
Probably longer than
fucking...
that. I was in the field about that long, about 16, almost 20 years, and it's always been around.
30 years, I'd say.
Let me see. What year was the Roswell crash?
What year was the Roswell crash, everybody?
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Well, everybody's waiting on it.
Oh, they are.
They hanging on the edge of their
See,
keyboards.
but I don't believe the whole alien thing.
Uh-oh.
Right, and I don't
Well, I
want.
don't believe
Were the aliens out
I don't
there?
think they would be the fucking thing that they portray it to be.
Like on Independence Day?
Right, like we can't even see it.
Brother,
Like I don't think I'm
1946. Thank you,
I
CJ.
got 47 on here. 47 is what's Google.
I'm going with CJ Bird.
But this is
46.
the thing. And that's why I want to say, like,
CJ
I don't
Bird
want
swamped them
us
all
to
night.
limit. I don't.
Hey, go see CJ Berg at the
If
Swamp.
we're gonna go down the rabbit hole, let's not limit ourselves to what we believe and what we don't believe. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
speculate.
Like, let's just put it all on the table. If you really look at, did you ever really like read about the Roswell crash and watch any videos on the Roswell crash at all? Do you know anything about it?
I don't think they would crash.
All right. So you think they were shot down?
No, it's fucking. Think of it like all right. Don't think of the alien, the ET version of an alien. Like when I think of an alien, like I don't picture anything. It's like an energy. It's like they have the ability to transform reality because they're so in touch with the. You know what I'm saying? And
what you want to do?
I'm gonna run a beer run.
No, we'll go beer run. We'll give me one. It's okay.
Every week I'm the beer guy.
He don't. Yeah.
I have another.
All right. So,
but like I don't think a human brain could see an alien. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we have the mental capacity.
Well, I think it all depends on the alien we're talking about. Because technically, if all this is true, then you're an alien too. So if you had the technology,
a fucking ant farm to these guys. I mean, think of the
oh,
universe
it
in general.
is absolutely.
Like,
but I mean, like, if there's aliens out there, like the possibilities are endless. So let's think about this.
There was
I'll tell you what. If there were
I
aliens,
can't open that now.
well,
Give me what you got. Give me one of them.
I tell you what. If there were aliens, they don't know anything about the $5 box at Popeye. But you do.
No.
I shouldn't be. No.
I had about a $5 box today too. I feel very disappointed in myself.
They got a $5 box at Crispy Crunchy Chicken, bro.
Fuck that place. They
Yeah,
serving
right.
your pigeons and rat meat.
Hey, well, some the rat meat tenders are pretty good.
Shout out to the rat meat tenders.
So, but what I was getting at is like,
Pigeon
all
souffle.
right, so your belief in an alien is just one, like you talking about one type, like as huge as the universe is, bro.
Have you
Like
ever?
our Milky Way
have you ever
is
left-
this
Have you ever
in
left
this
this
room
dimension
is the
before?
universe. No, we haven't, right? I mean, if
Only
we
one of us
have,
has been on DMT trip, so no.
Like I've done a good share of some hallucinogenics, and I've seen a lot of like geometric shit and patterns and
right. I get it. I understand
It's-
completely.
it's
I
like
get it.
this whole universe is coded. You know what I mean?
It is. I think
It's
I
weird.
truly believe everything.
But until
you're telling
you
me
see
right
this other
now.
thing,
I'm not supposed to say I believe it.
until you see this other thing, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying. You think this guy's a fucking idiot.
No.
But
So how accurate is that
I
movie
see.
like Interstellar or something like that? When that dude was offering, he pretty much. You ever see Interstellar?
just a speck of a speck of shit in
Right.
comparison to this
Pretty much that's what
universe.
that movie is. That's pretty much what.
We pop it. You pop it. Then you pop it. It's all good.
I should go to the volume.
I don't need to because it sounds great, but just a little pop me in there. But what
But I'm 7 Heinekens in,
Shout out to Chad's Lodge, right? After being
It's
out.
good to be 700 in though.
so I forgot
Because
what I
that
wanted to
means
say
we're gonna
earlier.
go deeper.
Let's do a
But
shot.
no, but let's do a shot.
Oh, a shot. Oh,
Shot.
A shout out.
Shout out to Chile.
You go first.
Shout out to
You do
Tori
the honors,
Simpson, brought this back from Chile.
Chile,
Nah.
South America.
I'm singing again, man.
Chile. La Piscola.
Somebody gotta have some composure on here.
The voice of reason.
All right.
The drink champs.
Who I had,
No, we ain't no
I
drink
had
champs.
convinced to come tonight. The voice of reason.
No, we're not gonna get to
Nah.
it.
Well,
But
what I want to say is like, but yeah, like, but just be. I think that if this is really just common sense, that we're one little pebble, the Milky Way, one little dot, and this whole room is the universe, which is really infinity. So it's not this room, you know what I'm saying? But the Milky Way is that big. You'd be a fool to say that we're the only life, bro. You'd be a fool to say that.
maybe
Common sense.
life as we see life.
What about like little small
Right.
things like algae and stuff
Like
like
there's
that?
some there's some science.
No, I'm talking about intelligent life. Forget the algae. I think, and we're just begun.
There's
Well,
some
how do you know there's
scientists
no
that
other?
believe-
Okay.
There's some scientists that believe that if and it goes back and forth of how much of the human brain gets used.
Right, we only using
There's
10%.
Some say that's bullshit though.
Well, I think
so
it
we're not
depends
even
on the
using that?
person.
But some say the ones
I
that
think
say
some people don't use any of their brain.
Shout out to my never mind.
some that say if a human did use 100% of their brain, you wouldn't even need a body; it would just be an energy.
That's
And that's some deep
obvious,
shit that most people can't even fathom.
No, they can't.
They think in that box.
And I actually understand what you're talking about. And I can't stress this to enough people
Like this,
because like you can't talk about what we're talking about right now. People are watching it, but you can't just sit down in a room and talk to people about this. And that's why I wanted to open this up with you because, like artists understand that, like, you can't live in a box. You've got to think in a bigger sense and open your mind up to all possibilities and be a truth seeker. Like, you can't take just because mainstream media and the TV feeds you a certain, like, people don't realize how much they've been programmed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Conditioned.
so no matter how crazy
Conditioned.
right.
Let's go with conditioned.
Conditioned.
The condition's so simple, man. Like, you conditioned to know that the NFL football plays every Sunday.
Absolutely. Like
12 o'clock every Sunday, you know the turn on the Saints game.
And I'm going to tell you how deep that is. How good do you not only do you know it, but you love football so much that you feel it. Like, you smell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you smell it in the air. Like
football,
it absorbs so many levels of your thinking. Like,
just as much excitement you are about football, say someone enjoys football like that, your program, when football is gone, you don't know what to do with your Sundays.
Right. Like, that's what the fucking...
Well, most people
still have season tickets to the Saints. I don't go.
Most people don't know what to do with their Sundays.
I do what the fuck I want
when the season's over. Not just Saints, anybody.
But there was a time in my life where I felt exactly how you feel. Like, oh God, you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't feel that way, but I know how people like
feel that way.
I've heard my dad. My dad used to tell me all the time, like, oh man, football season's over. What we gonna do on Sunday?
See, because you're not really living.
Yeah.
Right. Like you
was living like. I can honestly say I'm totally coming at peace with myself. A lot of the shit, maybe not even myself, I don't know. I'm drunk and high.
So what up, B?
It's okay.
What's up,
it's
dude?
Friday. It's Friday. You ain't got no job.
A lot of the shit that I used to like doesn't even matter anymore. It's about what the fuck I want to do right now. All right, let's go do this.
Because
I'm living for the moment.
Right.
Now.
Because you understand that you only got so much time here, and a lot of people still don't get that.
Like I had so much of my time tied up in music and bullshit that I missed out on life. I put that to rest about a year ago. Kind of took a little break from it, just doing my little shit locally. But I feel so much better. Like I can do what I want.
Right.
Whenever I want.
Well, this is how I felt too, and we'll talk on that, but we'll go back deep because we kind of stepped out in a second. But
I don't forgot what I was talking about.
I felt like you feel like
it all ties back.
I took
conditioning of
5 years away from music because I let environment control like my feelings. Like I was so depressed about the fact that things weren't going the way they wanted them to go because I was closing my own box. That I stepped away from something that I have passion that I love, like that. The only thing, like outside of my family, I don't just fucking like you know what I'm saying, like my children, outside of that. But at the same time, like you're your own person. Like you're not who you are unless you do the things you love to do, and you can't begin to be who you are and feel good about showing love to other people until you feel good about yourself. And like I took 5 years away from being an artist just because of my outside environment, my outside situation. The only person who's guilty in that situation is me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the only one to blame for that because I let outside things get to me, and then once you let outside things get to you, then it's your problem. But like you said, like and then what'll happen is you get so consumed in being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you want for yourself, and if things don't go the way you want it, then then you get lost in it. And like now I'm at a point now where I wish that I thought the same way that I think 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like if I thought this way 10 years ago, my life would be a whole lot different now. And that's what everybody thinks.
But would it?
That's just about maturity.
Well, right. But would it?
Because without those things,
without the experiences, would you
experience? Would I feel that way? Yeah. Exactly. I like it. Right.
Because I found out a lot of my issues, I was because of me.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. It comes back to you.
I didn't find myself till my 30s, and really Katrina turned it around for me and really made me. And really,
yeah, you did a lot of fucked up shit.
It was, it just made me realize what was real in life and what was bullshit.
Right.
And every year, like, since, I'm in a better place every fucking year. Like, I took a pay cut. I left a job for 16 years. Took a pay cut. I'm fucking happy.
Right.
Happy, bro.
Well, and it's I truly believe, and I tried to explain it here, he didn't get the law of attraction. Like anything, I know, because it's deep, and like people don't understand that, but like anything that you actually
part of the law of attraction is why we're here right now.
Because we're an energy. There's the whole planet is a magnet, and all we have positive and negative energy built inside of us. And whatever you compare yourself to,
when I worked at my old
you'll
company,
draw it to it.
Everybody was pissed off. So as soon as you get to the job site in the morning, there's just that
you
negative
feel
energy.
it. You can feel it when you walk in the room.
Happy,
like I'm pissed off?
See?
No.
No. What you're trying to say is, I don't believe in the law of attraction. I do believe in the law of attraction.
No, but
we wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't.
Like what you're.
There is common sense involved with it. You can't push an agenda so far. It's a slow roll. Like we building. We've been building.
No. What I was getting at is like what I was saying is when I tried to explain it to you, you didn't you was like, nah, I just see what's like you taking what I was saying is not face value. And I get it, but like, what? It's that old saying: birds of a flock fly together. Like you're gonna draw yourselves to whoever feels the same way you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's as simple as like if you smoke crack, you're gonna hang out with crackheads. You're gonna find the crackheads.
Yeah, you're gonna hang out with crackheads.
Right.
Or crack dealers.
Even if you're not looking for the crackhead, is what I'm saying. You walk into a convenience store, and one day you start chopping it up with somebody.
So what you agree with me when you say I don't understand what law of attraction?
What I'm saying is that when I tried to explain this to you, you didn't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't agree.
I disagree with you. It's just it's a certain method to do.
Right. Well, because I was using for monetary value. I was using money as an example, and that's what I think. That's where you're drawn away from it. Like money's not just gonna fall in your lap because you want it, and but there's some things that what I was saying.
I haven't met a man in my life that didn't want money.
Well, no, but people, even if you don't want money, the thing is different. Is like people who just want to be rich or people who thrive upon it are gonna naturally attack it without even thinking about it, and that's the law of attraction.
Right, because they have a method too.
Yeah, absolutely, but they don't know the method.
Well, they have to learn the method. They get conditioned.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But when
just like a running back gets trained to hit a hole.
That's what I'm saying.
He runs that play every day in practice, and he's looking for that one.
And
hole.
what I was saying, where you disagree with me, is that you didn't get it when I explained it out the gate. You didn't get it. I'm not trying to
check us out tomorrow.
I'm not trying to say you the negative energy in the room because you ain't feeling with me. In fact,
it was presented that way.
No one doesn't think that deep. That's what it is. It is. See, and it's not a.
It seems like I dug a little deeper into what he said and be like, look, let's go worry about the process.
Well, I wasn't trying to disagree.
Let's do the process.
Right. What I'm saying is that this is what happens. People who, for instance, I want to say, you ever heard of Grant Cardone?
No.
All right. See,
I know Paul Higgnz, man. That's all I need to know.
that's all you need to know. No bullshit. You fucking with the wrong people. Then you need to find a new flock. He, like, for instance, he said when he was 25, and it sounds simple. Is his crew, like everybody in his age, his peers, was in the club every weekend. Like, he didn't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And like, he's in his early 40s now, or wherever he's at. I don't know how old. Like, he's a multi-millionaire. Because when people, Grant Cardone, I don't know if you ever heard of Grant Cardone. He's a real estate guy. But he said while people were fucking around in the club and just blowing their money, he was trying to figure out how to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Floyd was doing both.
Right. But Floyd's a boxer.
Floyd Mayweather?
Still a businessman.
Well, that's how complex life is, because everything's a little different.
Productions or whatever the fuck it's
He
called.
knew how to sell. Like, Floyd knew he knew how to get paid every 6 months.
They said there was video that showed him, and I don't know if it could have been days before, but he was at his strip club hours before the fight, like handling business.
No
One of the
shit.
strip clubs he owns.
That's how
serious he took.
But that's he's about his money. Like, no doubt, like, I know that's his brand, you know, Floyd Money Mayweather, but that's him. Like, he's trying to get paid. Like, he explains it. Like, I didn't just take my fucking paycheck from winning the fight and go blow it all. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do, like Mike Tyson will tell you, he admitted that he fucking took his money and blew it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
because he didn't have any guidance. Like, Customado died, he didn't have any guidance.
Mayweather had guidance. He admits it.
His uncle, Mayweather had his uncle.
Dude, I have nothing but respect.
Shout out to CJ Berg. Tomorrow night he's playing at the Bayou Swamp Bar. It's the Swamp Ash at the Bayou Swamp Bar. Be there tomorrow night. Holla at Darren Burns, CJ Berg. Be there. Bring all your old ladies. Bring your old ladies' friends, because they're going to be single guys there. Anyway, back to your story.
Well, that's a shout out to CJ Ball. Hit him up at the Bayou Swamp Bar tomorrow night. He's going to be spinning, kicking it. The music's going to be great. The vibe's going to be good. And they got a lot of dead deers on the wall.
Yep.
There you go. I want to say something different than what you said. But what I was getting at is I didn't really know, like, my public perception on Floyd Mayweather.
Playing Soul Tribe joint, CJ.
Was what the public was saying. Like, my perception was the same thing everybody was saying. Like he was hated because he was this arrogant guy who just couldn't be beaten. But the more, like, with this fucking fight that I told you I don't want to talk about anymore, we said enough about it.
You brought up the fight, man.
I didn't bring it up. I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather as a human being. I got to see got to watch his interviews and really know more about him.
Well, don't take the video of him giving away food.
No, that's not.
Because that's not Houston. No, that's not Houston.
No, that's
just a whole
you
video.
You can tell how young he was. Like, he looked like he was in his 20s when he was.
Yeah.
Shout out to James Beach, my boy watching. What's up, JB?
What up, James?
But what I was saying is that that dude just, like, people looked at him as just this dumb guy who run away from fights and won a bunch of money. Man, that's a smart.
That was people who never watched a Floyd fight that heard somebody that never watched a Floyd fight.
That's
what heard somebody else that never watched Floyd fight.
Well, they were expecting every fight to be Gotti Wood.
I mean,
like, perception.
Why get punched in the head for 30 minutes if you don't have to and can still win?
Perception is reality.
Half the sport is not getting hit.
Like, perception is reality. So before I knew who he was,
most people's perception is not their individual perception.
Half the sport of boxing is not getting hit. I just want to bring this up. That'd be like saying, all right, I want the Saints to win, but I want them to get out there and blitz every play on defense. Just so, and we'll get on 35 points, but we can win every game and score 38.
And look like the
2011 blitz every week. Yeah, we want to blitz every play on defense.
And then we're gonna look like the 2011 offense every snap. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what you're asking from a
work for the Rams.
Work 1 year. I mean, 1 year working around,
still
so
work.
they figured it out.
Well, what I'm getting at is him is like, I think he's a really like a smart, respectable individual, and now that you look back on, now people are starting to see it now, and you hear it more that he's done. Like you don't realize what you got until it's gone. About the fact that he used his being the villain to make his money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why not? Selling fights.
Right.
People
Like,
go on this
people
fight
go
out
on
see
this
him
fight,
get knocked out.
Like, this is the one he's gonna lose. I
Yeah.
promise you, bro. This is the one he's gonna lose.
They fought his fights to see.
I think, like, say Canelo is one of the top-ranked boxers. I think the most pay-per-views he's ever saw was maybe 200,000.
Right, yeah. Canelo's top. I don't know.
He's not the same
This fight's a
fight he lost
toss-up.
before Floyd.
This
He's
fight's
bigger, he's older,
This fight's a
he's
toss-up,
stronger.
and I can say
This Triple G
I can
fight
say
is
Andre.
good.
I'm gonna say that this fight's a toss-up.
We need to do
And
a
Andre-
live podcast for the fight night.
Fight companion. Shout out to
Or the
Triple.
Triple G one.
That's gonna be a fight.
And Andre Ward, you can argue the fight the winner of this.
Hey, he put them haters to rest with that last
Yeah.
Kovalev fight.
So I'm saying you
When
get
they said
Andre
he
Ward to
lost
fight
the
the
fight, when
winner.
they gave him, they said they gave him the first one. He come out with the second one to prove he earned.
So what's
both of
what's
them.
Andre Ward at right now? 170, no 180,
I forget the weights.
176 or something like that.
But you got
These guys
you
at
got
168.
Keith Thurman. And,
Well, they a little down. They a little further
Keith
down.
Thurman and what's this guy's name?
Enzo, I think he's on
It's slipping my mind.
the super welterweights or whatever.
But he's good
They
too. That's gonna be a
they're
fight.
lighter though, yeah. They got that one dude. It starts with an E. Enzo.
That's who's fighting
Yeah,
Keith
yeah,
Thurman.
yeah. That dude's a dog, right?
But nobody wanted to take Thurman's fights.
Matter of fact, Ring Champs just had Adrian Broner.
Yeah, I
on
saw
there.
that.
He wants to be Mayweather's left nut so bad.
Well,
He's
that's-
rapping now.
Well,
Dude's rapping now.
that's what they were like. We
Even
go.
McGregor, he's
Light
from his
heavyweight.
old
What-
act.
I know it's like
McGregor stole his
heavyweight,
old
Jimmy. We
act
just can't think of
from
the
Vince
actual.
McMahon from WWE with the strut and
I'm gonna-
Mayweather.
I'm
gonna
He
grab
stole
you
both
guys.
their acts.
Instead, grab both of you.
Oh, you going back to conspiracy?
And we about to go
We get-
back to the rabbit hole, but we're gonna start with
You know-
Adrian Boyner. I watched
Adrian
a
Broner.
few minutes of it,
Broner.
Broner.
Light heavyweight.
I watched a
Jimmy
few
said
minutes
light
of-
heavyweight.
and the
I know we
first
were
thing.
trying to think of the
Now
actual
here
weight,
we
like
go.
170
We can go into the conspiracy, like you
Shout
said.
out to Big
They
Jimmy.
want him to be the next Mayweather.
Hey, me and Jimmy got something in
Who
common.
wants him to be the next Mayweather?
Me and Jimmy
Let's
are married to the only two people named Tandy probably in the world.
All right.
True.
How often have they been comparing this guy to Mayweather?
Adrian
Like,
Broner?
whatever. You said
Nobody.
Mayweather.
Never.
You said you compared.
He tries to
Mayweather.
beat
No, I said Floyd wants to be Mayweather and Vince McMahon. That's who he stole his whole act from.
Oh, what about this dude Boyner or whatever?
Adrian Broner?
Adrian Broner? No.
He's all out.
Jackson
Alright.
style.
Well, homeboy,
He lost
Nori. Shout out to Nori, dude. He kept.
He's a fan.
He kept bringing up
You gotta relax.
Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like comparing them two together.
That's because he was sitting right in front of him.
Do you see any comparison?
Nah.
No.
Dude got his ass whipped like a month or two ago.
Yeah. He lost to like Chavez Jr. and
Yeah.
shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, no, there's no comparison.
No.
Alright, so
he might even
Only comparison maybe is they talk shit.
He might even lost to Paulie Malignaggi, bro.
It was a toss up. He could have went either way.
well,
He did fuck Colin
Alright,
Jones.
so
His girl.
now-
He's gone.
now that we're in the fighting, we kind of strayed away from what we were targeting in the last 5 minutes. I want to go here. We're going to talk about fighting. Now all the
Oh, you
conspiracies.
need the waiter to go out there. Look.
Now
I'll
all
give
the
him a shot box.
conspiracies are coming up.
Oh, that's what I said. He got me last week. Like, he told me
I
to
don't
wait
shine shoes no more, you
Yeah,
bastard.
okay. Go get your
About-
shot box.
All the conspiracies are coming up about the fight. They're saying that Conor was pulling punches. Mayweather, like you said, was just kind of holding back and letting him do what he does. They showed a video. I saw a slow motion of Conor pulling punches.
Well, I went back and listened to our old podcast today.
The
as a
one
matter
with
of fact.
Jerome? Or?
No, the one with Pancho. This is when the fight was announced. And when we came in the backyard, it was that podcast. He said, Brian, look, these guys are training together. And if you don't think this fight is scripted, you're a fool. And the more you think about it now, it's like maybe it was scripted because that fight, there wasn't much to it outside of McGregor winning the first 3 rounds, and then Floyd the last 2 rounds just pelayed him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if people realize that. Like, you know, you talking about a 5-4 differential. Like when it came to who won what round, that's bullshit.
No,
I saw Mayweather had him 3 rounds before it was over. You know, like I said, 6th, 7th round, I could see it. Like, oh God, here it comes. You know what I'm saying?
It was just the tempo was just changing.
And if it would have went, if the referee would have let it go to 10-12,
Here we go.
you don't know. But maybe it was scripted to end that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the conspiracy behind it.
So who you like?
But, all right, so here's the thing. Could have Conor really knocked him out?
I've been telling you no, bro. There's no way you could have won the fight.
Like, Conor pulling punches.
I don't know about him pulling punches.
Pulling punches.
I don't think he had to pull punches.
I'm gonna Google it, bro. Because there's a video showing these punches being pulled.
I know Phatz said Conor only got $30 million out of the fight. He's supposed to get 100. How much do you think the UFC got out of that money? How much do you think Dana White got out of that?
Oh, well, you think he got more than?
But I just walked in on Dana White, and how much he got?
Out of that McGregor
He
fight.
got 70 because Mayweather only got 30.
He got all
So
70?
here's the deal. We're going into conspiracies. We're not
He's saying the
going
fight's
nowhere.
fixed.
I'm not saying the fight's fixed. Can I tell you guys, we're going into the rabbit hole. We're delving into the rabbit hole tonight.
No, it was 1676, 178. That's fine.
We're not saying that anything we say is true or false. We're only educating the public on what's out there. We're having some fun. We're having some fun tonight because I think there's a whole lot of fun to be had, and this is something that can have part infinity because there's so much conspiracy out there. But we're going to talk about this fight and the conspiracy and what else.
Here's the real conspiracy. What did Congress pass the night of the fight?
The word conspiracy is a conspiracy alone.
Absolutely. The rabbit hole.
Let me hit that.
The rabbit hole is a rabbit hole in itself.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What? You bought some lyrics.
All right, so here's the deal. It says that Floyd Mayweather's pull counter.
You want another shot?
I didn't take a shot. He's talking? Stay away from them shots.
Basically, it
I
was
sang it up last time I was in here.
Basically, what they were saying is that Conor, like every time he had that punch, he just kind of let it slide off of his face. Like he's that good of an artist that he could have knocked him clean out and he didn't do it because of the greater good of the sport. Like they were doing this to save boxing and
what did I tell you,
two sports.
What did I tell you on this thing?
Conor was throwing a lot of punches. He threw a lot of own punches. There was nothing.
I said Floyd.
So you're saying that he's pulling?
No, he threw own punch. Like there was.
That's all he knows.
He landed one body shot that might have hurt him. Other than that, I mean, I don't think he.
So MMA fighters don't throw knockout punches. They only throw punches to get the grapple. They only throw punches to get the grapple. Is that what you're telling me?
Boxing is chess, not checkers.
Right. To get to
MMA is checkers.
To slow him down.
It's fast paced. It's you want to hurry to finish this dude. Boxing's more of a.
Floyd is so good, bro. I told you this.
He can dodge and do whatever.
No, not that he can dodge.
He's gonna let you.
He lets you think Conor's in the fight.
He's gonna let you
play. He's gonna let you think Conor's in the fight.
Every fight he gives up the first 3 rounds. Like he tries to figure out. He'll let you win the first 3-4 rounds because he knows once he figures it out.
All right, so what do you think? I know I didn't want to say opinions, but what do you think about the fight?
It was a good fight. I was actually surprised.
It was better than what I thought. I thought it was better than what I thought.
But he was outclassed. Yeah, he hung with him because Floyd let him hang with him.
Exactly.
That's why I ended in 3 rounds.
So you think that Floyd scripted the fight? You think that the Mayweather camp scripted?
They scripted the fight.
No, he scripted the fight because he let him do it. So he was fighting his own script.
In Florida and I think California.
Yeah, 2 states.
And Floyd said, "We're going to postpone the fight It's not too big, Mark.
Thank you, Jimmy. We appreciate
So they
it.
postponed the fight a little
Paul
bit
can't read it, but I'm gonna let you know.
because his two major markets was, so he has full control. Floyd just
So
what you want about the man, but
right, they did
and
say
this
there
shows
was
how much
pay-per-view
Conor
issues.
McGregor rented a car that Floyd has 10 of them, one in each color.
Right.
And Floyd's renting a car that he owns 10. Floyd don't even drive. He just collects cars.
To. Well, no.
So
They were
mean,
saying
Floyd wants to be
that's what I'm saying.
Mayweather
Dude's
so
like-
bad.
Well,
but hey,
you mean Conor wants to be Mayweather?
Conor,
that's what I meant.
He wants to be the Mayweather
At the end of the day,
UFC.
they're both businessmen. Because you got to sell yourself.
And that's why after the fight,
you
you
got to
see these
sell your
pictures
fight.
of Conor on Facebook with the going on the plane with the fucking money.
The
sitting on
money,
ground.
but they did the same thing with both of them.
Right.
Here's the deal.
But
I heard
Conor had to give up 7%.
I heard Mayweather at the post press conference say that they had some pay-per-view
That's what I said,
issues,
don't-
outages in Cali.
Yeah, Texas, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Florida.
Cali, he said
California,
Cali.
Florida.
But that's what he just said just now. He said, no, not just that. I'm talking about
The major market, like the biggest market.
Conor McGregor's biggest UFC fight. He might have made what, $5 million,
No, I think it was 3.
$3 million,
Which is a lot for UFC.
10 times that
But-
just for this fight.
But
That's
McGregor's
why
track record.
that's why UFC will never be king. And I believe
They hyped him like
You wanna hear
like
conspiracy
Ronda
theories?
Rousey. They hyped him to that level.
I believe
He's never beat no true. Who he beat?
Who, Conor?
Mayweather?
Conor McGregor. Who he beat?
I don't fucking know.
Nate Diaz?
Nate Diaz is nobody. Really. Look at his record.
Jose Aldo, whatever his name is. Yeah. I don't watch much of that.
Pacquiao walked into a punch. So that ain't everybody gets. He walked into that
My
punch.
point is, all the NFL shit with the concussions and all that stuff.
Wait, how we go from fighting to
I know.
NFL?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You can't
Let me
jump
go, man. Let me go.
because we're about to jump anyway. What's up?
Yeah, y'all better get out of sports completely. The way the NFL's going
We're
now.
gonna wait all kind of.
My opinion is the reason why
It
heavyweight.
always ends up in this fucking fighting thing, bro.
You know.
This is not a fucking fighting podcast. It's not at all. We like to talk, but it always ends up back in this shit because of them two fuckheads.
WrestleMania is coming. To
Millions of dollars off of us, bro.
Where was I going with
$millions of dollars off of us. What I mean, these day by day, dollar by dollar human beings.
Last comment.
Nah, that's
These
actually
fucking-
what y'all were talking
These
about.
dudes made a killing, and they still making a killing off of fucking. It's like a.
I
It's
told him
like.
that Paul
It's
can't
like
see
a
it, but
fucking.
he thanks you too.
It's like an earthquake, bro, and we're dealing with the aftermath of it right now.
But no, what I was trying to say is, the heavyweight division in boxing is going to make a comeback because of all this NFL concussion shit. You're just going to have to wait about 10 years for it.
What?
All this NFL concussion shit with these parents getting these kids out of football like they
You
do
don't
right
let a
now.
box?
What? The parents are waiting until they found.
They're gonna move
find
into
the helmet?
soccer where they ain't gonna get
It could be that, but I'm talking about where people ain't no
They
money in
already trying
soccer.
to take over soccer.
Ain't no money in soccer.
Because there's nobody going to the games.
Yeah, but they trying to force soccer on these
But if
kids.
soccer is force fed, people are going to go to the games eventually. It's going to take 10 years, 20 years for the tournament.
I'll watch Canadian
Dude.
football to get
For
rid
what
of
soccer?
Right, that's what I'm saying. And it,
Shout out to college
football
football.
is going
College football stuff. Y'all watch college?
This is the thing. You're not, dude. Football ain't going no fucking where.
It makes
And-
too much money. It makes billions.
Even if half,
Billions.
even if you get half the people that try out for the NFL, it's still going to be entertaining, bro. You're still going to find this. Dude, there's still going to be Adrian Peterson. There's still going to be a Drew Brees. There's still going to be a fucking Tom.
Yeah, they're coming up now.
Brady.
You got
Somebody-
Andrew Luck. You got Jameis Winston. You
You're
got.
still gonna have
but-
Chase Daniels, who sucks.
Right.
Cut him.
Ain't no way.
But they-
Cut Chase Daniels.
Pick up Kaepernick.
Can we get a Facebook page started? CutChaseDaniels.com or something.
It's that bad.
Would you be down with cutting Chase Daniel?
I
Picking up
turned the
Kaepernick?
game off. He
I
was so
think
pissed.
it's because
I didn't watch the game. So.
Luke McCown was that good. I think he was such a great backup. that-
Chase Daniel make Luke McCarroll look like fucking Dan Marino.
Would you pick up? Would you drop Chase Daniel and pick up Kaepernick?
Yes.
Of course. I mean, talent wise, it's no.
Yeah, like
man.
talent wise.
But what about the shit you got to deal with in the locker room?
What shit?
Well, if he
Drew Brees.
If he puts up with-
Yes, pretty much Drew Brees getting a microphone in space. So
If Drew Brees
What do you
gonna
think
walk
about,
up the cap,
He already said he's against what he's doing and all that. But Drew Brees a yes man. What he got Jimmy Jones for the franchises? He's all about that like money.
So let me ask you this:
he ain't gonna go against it. He ain't gonna bite the hand that feeds him.
Right.
So same people.
But Aaron Rodgers still.
I think there's teams. I think there's fucking conspiracy theory. I think there's teams that want to sign Kaepernick, but they're afraid because the first person that pulls the trigger is going to look like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's why he's not signed yet. Because, dude,
But what it all comes down to, he's going to lose some money, right?
But what I'm hearing.
If money's driving you, if money is what drives you, you already fucked up in life.
Because I think that what I hear is, too, like, the technicalities behind it is the fact that he wants more money than what they want to pay. Like, people
I don't buy that.
What you mean? So you think if he walked into to tell me if he walked into a Jets locker room today and said I'll take the league minimum, then that's going to sign him?
Who the Jets got?
I'll take 325. Whatever.
That's not the league minimum.
Who the Dolphins got? Who they signed over him?
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler said he was finished with football 2 years ago.
Dude,
you gonna sign this dude? If you see how he showed up for his conference? Unshaved, looking like I don't give a fuck. Give me that money.
He don't give a fuck.
He said my wife made me do it.
What?
That's what he said.
He actually said that publicly.
Something like that, but yeah. He's like, my wife.
Well, with Miami, he signed with Miami, right? Yeah.
But he didn't want to play. His wife was the one that.
Yeah, bitch, you better go out there and make that money or I'm find a bigger dick. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's pretty much what she said. And he said, well, I'm just here because my wife told me that's the only reason why she's with me.
Probably.
You know, so I'm here just to keep her for another year because as soon as I retire, she's gone and she got good pussy.
She already eyeing up that fucking rookie tight end. Mm-hmm. Fucking bitch.
Yep. The tight ends are most athletic they've ever been. and he got nice ass. I ain't gonna
No, but for real, because they talked about that on the radio, and it was like more of his wife's decision than his decision to come back to football.
That's silly. Like, I wouldn't even. And what they're saying is like he didn't say it, but he subconsciously said it by the way he said it.
Right.
Like he's letting you know. He can't say it outright, but he's letting you know. He's like wink, and my wife just got
pretty much quit on his team last season.
Oh, he did. He
just like out there just going through the motions.
That's not the first season he looked like he did that. And then they blame it on. That's just him. That's just him as a person. Like you don't got to understand quarterbacks. Like he's not. No, dude. You're the fucking leader. He
looks like a pothead who just don't give a fuck.
This is the national football. It's because he's got a bullet. Like this dude's
his
got
eyes are always bloodshot. You notice that? Like his eyes are.
You know what gets me? You know what gets me? Not that everything we're saying. It's the fact that he actually had a radio show in Chicago. Like
it was Chicago.
That's
my second favorite city.
Fuck Chicago.
Oh man, that was y'all there. I love Chicago.
This dude had a radio.
You know how they treated Saints fans?
I didn't go there when they played the Saints.
Can you imagine?
Google is your friend.
I know what it is. My boys went up there.
They
had ice cube thrown out.
Can you imagine Jay Cutler having a radio show in Chicago?
He's got no personality. No.
Like, no, he had a fucking radio. That's what I'm saying. This dude had a radio show in Chicago, bro. Now, I don't get it. Like, if Drew Brees had a radio show in New Orleans, everybody, like, the whole world would stop and listen.
I like Drew as a player, but as a man, I mean, he does a lot of good. I can't really say about it as a man, but some of his stances is just like so like yes man. Like he never takes a stance against anything to help humanity. He sides with the money side all the time. That's what I don't like about Drew.
But Jordan
he signs with.
I was a Barkley fan.
Man, Jordan was saying.
When everybody was on Jordan, I was on Barkley.
Drew Brees' thing is patriotic, Christian. That's his thing across the board. Like he just kind of stands up for whatever is right. Like can you find anything that like anything against him?
Would Drew send
like let's say he was running for mayor.
Drew send his son to war. Then shut the fuck up about the flag.
I don't know. Would he?
Wouldn't. Fuck no.
I don't know.
Just like Donald Trump, he's ready to. How many times he dodged the fucking draft? But he's so ready. Like, we're gonna go to war. Bitch, you skipped out on the war 5 fucking times.
Bush.
All of
Oh
them,
yeah, yeah. We can go, dude.
Clinton.
Bush was a cut up. He was a clown, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When Bush was in his heyday, he was a skull and bones clown. You know what skull and bones is?
I work for that dude, bro.
Who you work for?
Bush, bro. That's when I was
Oh, so you don't want to talk about
it?
it? Because I worked for him.
No, did I say that?
No, I'm just
I'm
I don't
You
fuck
went
with
in
you. I'm
with
not taking over.
insulting.
He
What
did
was that?
like
No,
no,
not that
no.
right?
No, he's not as old as you.
I was there with Mystical.
You was there with Mystical?
No, not the
I ain't
first.
that old, bro.
I didn't know Mystical was in it.
I just deployed, bro.
So-
It wasn't no
So you didn't see no action?
Nah, that was in the Air Force. Nah, I get the Air Force look. Oh, you the Air Force.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
whatever.
ain't.
No, we went in the game room.
He was on paid
I
vacation.
got with black dudes too.
He was on paid vacation, huh? Yeah.
Hey, that's not racist,
Nah,
man.
I'm just playing.
I like dominoes too, so it ain't just racist to play,
No, you can't shit on the Air Force, Brian. Still got some
Air Force
fucked up
is
shit.
pretty racist.
They racist? I didn't know they
We
were.
only
Racist.
got white jets.
Yeah, they do.
The Air Force only got white jets?
Shit, I was stationed in Idaho, bro.
Idaho.
Yeah, Boise,
Is that your
Idaho.
own private Idaho?
He said they got a fucking.
Oh, wait. Here's the joke. Hey, I'm stationed in Idaho. Oh, you know who? Oh, yeah, I know.
No, he said they actually
The only
got.
black dude I knew in Idaho, bro, was my next door neighbor.
Bruh, they loved him. They, like, there's a hip
He
hop
was a
following in Idaho.
Dude, I did the Lyricist Lounge tour out there. I opened for Killer Mike, Young Bloods, and Dead Prez.
In Boise, Idaho.
Video or it didn't happen?
Okay, it didn't happen. I don't have a video.
If we
Because this is before videos got shot around. But I knew a guy did the same job with me. He worked at a different squadron. He was a bouncer there on the weekends. He got me a gig.
That's dope, though.
me and the pack up.
I just did one song, Red
The
Boys.
Boys.
It's on the resume.
Fuck, you was on stage with Big Mike.
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. Killer Mike's legit, bro.
Yeah.
Killer Mike's for real.
He's killing it now.
I ain't no Big Mike, though.
So what we're going
Killer
to?
Mike's killing it now with
Run the Jewels.
Yeah,
October
bro.
13th.
That Jewels
That's
is-
the Joy.
They got another. Oh, they coming back down?
The Joy.
I'm gonna take it here. Where were you at?
It's the 16th.
Our lady's going to see Yellow Wolf next month. I'd rather go see.
Wait, yo, he's going to see Elvis. It's fucked up, bro.
Well,
Why
I went
we
to see him
not
last.
going to
I went to
see
see him
Yellow?
last time. But I'd like to go see Run the Jewels.
The tickets are still open. I want to
Yeah,
see
I just
it.
bought him yesterday for. I just bought him today. Yesterday. Who, Yellow? He a little bad.
Yeah,
but
he
he's
said-
still good.
He does a live thing from what I hear. Like,
But Larry Payne said something.
Alright. What?
All those dudes, though, it's like, I don't know, bro.
You don't like Yellow?
It's like they all got the same flow, the same style, the same.
Yellow? How much did you hear of Yellow?
I haven't listened to him yet.
Like, what's the last thing?
You're right, Larry. We discussed that. You're right.
When he was doing shit with when he first started making a name, probably.
I'm gonna start
I
saying.
didn't like trunk music.
I will start sharing you some Yellow stuff, and like you're gonna see like this.
I think he's dope, but he does a lot of like Kid Rock type.
He's
shit, man.
grown a lot. What Larry had to say. Shout out to Larry Payne, bro. What's happening, dude?
He said Breeze is a yes man.
That's
what I'm
saying. Brother-in-law, you know what's up.
He's not gonna say that's your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
That's a big brother and sister. No shit. I didn't know that. It's a small world. Larry Payne from down the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where is that road started, man?
Where down the road starts
That's
for
the
you.
gross for me.
Grow with trees, right? From Violet on down.
Why does you call you Araby Fats, right? You grew up in Araby?
I live in that.
How long? Did we grow up there? Or?
They're fucking.
I grew up in Araby. I think.
Well,
I was an Araby Fats.
I played for Karen Park early.
Okay. Go Hornets. I should have worn my Hornets shirt, right?
I was like the dumb blonde when they said that. We were all chopping it up because we talked about you were coming, you were on your way or something. And Ari Fats is on it. Who the fuck's Ari Fats? You know, yeah, it's fucking New Orleans fat nigga, Brandon. He's on his way, you know. So yeah, like, oh yeah, I knew that. But
That's Jay's thing.
yeah.
Yeah, Jay calls you.
But what I was gonna say, when 9/11 happened, when Fox News showed the towers hitting,
How you know I was watching Fox News?
I don't know,
I
when
watched it all.
CBS, whoever, where were you at?
Alright, I was laying in my bed I was 2 weeks from leaving.
Were you you wasn't in the military?
I'm getting there, Brian. Why don't you let me get to it?
Okay, I don't know when you were laying in bed, you were laying in your bone.
I mean, you let me start the story.
You were drinking a coffee and a donut. About to
when
go
I was
back
9/11 hit, I was laying in my bed.
At home?
I left. I was leaving on September 25th, 2011 to go to basic training.
What, that 14 days?
That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks
Exactly.
from the day. It's a Tuesday. Both days were Tuesdays. My mom calls me from work. My mom worked at TLC in the night ward. She's like, "You ain't going. You better call the fucking guy right now. You're not going to the fucking military."
They knew what time it was. Like,
well, the shit was going on. They were about to go to fucking war. So they were like, "You're not going. You're not going." That's it. So eventually, I got like this big old. I was young, bro. I got this big old pride in me. It's like, well, now I gotta go. You know.
Right. You're gonna feel like it's.
I'm not gonna bitch up now. Like this. You know, I didn't want to go for that, but like all of a sudden you get that big pride and you're like, I gotta go. You know, I had a girl at the time. The girl I was dating at the time, or whatever. She worked at the shoe store and she tried to talk me out of it too. But I ended up going. So when we got out there, basic training started in September 25th. The anthrax shit started hitting with people in their mail. So we couldn't get our mail when we got the basic training because everybody was worried about the anthrax and shit like that. You know that right after 9/11, people getting the anthrax.
Right.
That's how you keep the soldiers from saying really nothing happened.
Well, maybe it wasn't a big news thing.
Share information.
Maybe it wasn't a big news story.
Keep information from getting shared by saying that there's anthrax in the air.
What's the 3 Ds to control a nation? Deceive, divide, and distract.
Right.
So.
Dude, that's a great point. So what happened at this point? You're not getting mail.
Well, I ended up getting mail, but I mean, it wasn't as
fluent
as it should have been.
What I want to say is, what a drill sergeant's telling you about what
like
you're
what's
about
going
to
on?
endure, because you're walking into a 9/11.
So you haven't been through basic yet?
No, I was going through basic 2 weeks after 9/11.
Oh, okay.
I was going through basic.
That's what I'm saying. So what did
going through or going?
What did the
going
drill
to basic.
sergeants?
So you hadn't been in basic yet?
No, I was on what they call delayed enlistment. You know,
Did they treat you?
So the shit
I signed up in March.
The shit went down. They fast tracked you in.
No. I signed up in March or May or whatever. I forget what exactly month I actually signed up.
Right, you didn't
But
know.
they schedule your date to leave in September. They're like, okay.
So 6 months after.
So I remember I took a job at a print shop, you know, before I left. I did all kinds of shit.
Fucking off.
The late entry program is what they call it. And so my date to leave was September 25th. I knew that since like May. So I was like,
Right,
okay.
you don't know.
We threw a big going away party and everything. They shaved my head at the going away party. We had a DJ, Luis Gonzalez. I don't know if you remember. Luis Gagliano. DJ Spider is what they call it.
Oh, yeah.
He passed away years after Katrina. Passed away after Katrina. But anyway, he came and DJ'd my party or whatever.
This guy double fumbled.
Yeah, this guy here.
Wow, I didn't do it.
Double fumbled.
Anyway, they shaved my head around, went to basic training.
It's empty, actually. It's just fucking pissed.
On the 25th. And that shit happened September 11th. And I remember my mom, I was 19, 20 years old. And she was scared to death of me. And I ended up marrying the girl I was with after basic training, which ended up not being a great idea. Which is, you know, you live and you learn, right?
Yeah, because we all.
I married a girl in boot camp. I married a girl straight out of boot camp. The fucking pastor at the boot camp married us. I called her when I got out there, like second week. Like I was one of the dudes that's never been away from my hometown. I was scared of that.
Right.
You know? So you get out your hometown, I call I call the girl I was with. I said, you know, hey, let's just get married.
No, I mean,
she was down with it. She wasn't doing that.
Well, this is what I was trying to get at. Like, did the drill sergeants treat boot camp any differently because of 9/11?
No, because
they didn't like feel
they got
you
their
in.
protocol.
They didn't fill you in when you going to war.
No, their job
Information.
is to make you pay attention to detail.
All right.
Like their job is to make your band a certain way, make sure your boots are shine, make sure your uniform's creased. That's the most important thing they teach you in boot camp.
That's driving the whole discipline thing.
It's discipline and make you pay attention to detail and following orders.
So my homeboy graduated high school the year after me and you graduated.
Brian Wade said, "Haha, B, what it do, brother?"
Like my homeboy graduated high school in 01. Okay.
Brian White.
All right.
So
He went into the Army. And when he went to the recruiters, he signed up for combat arms because that shit sounded good. Like him being just a fucking dumb 17-year-old. Like that shit sounds cool as a motherfucker. I'm gonna sign up with that. Right? He went to boot camp in the Army. While he was in boot camp, the shit happened.
Yeah.
That's a bad
thing though. Like I don't think an 18-year-old is mentally stable for that to handle not the actual action, but coming back and handling it.
What they say, you're
like you never experienced that much life. Like you've never had a real problem yet. What?
Right.
Your girl cheated on you. That's the biggest problem you had already.
Right. Your cerebral cortex doesn't develop until you're 25 years old. Like, which is the decision adult making part
Mine
of
was
your
about
brain.
32.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
I dealt with a lot of my dad just come back from Vietnam. But he was 101st Airborne Ranger. Dude was jumping out of planes into the battle.
right, going jumping in the woods. You don't know what the fuck you walking into.
So he did the best he could do.
That's like a spook house for real.
I grew up in like a boot camp household. Like when I was 8 years old, if it was a Saturday, it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was still sleeping. He fucking shaking the bed, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, yeah.
Dude, I heard
so that turned me against the military. I was like, this is what it's like?
Yeah,
fuck that shit. Right.
Yeah, see, I guess it all depends on what you're in. Like,
well, and that's why so much
Air Force regret, he never wanted me to do that anyway.
Like, because he wants you to. I never want
my
talk
son about it to this day.
He
doesn't talk about what he went through or what he's to this day.
Did he ever tell you don't go in the military?
He's like, I'd rather you do something else.
Like the most ill shit we went through in Saudi.
Can't tell you no because his heart's in it. But
like two things. Like
but he watched his cousin die. His best, these dudes.
Yes, he's
dealing with shit now that he was exposed to, the Agent Orange and all those chemicals and shit he was exposed
to. Well, dude, like
my dad,
seizures don't run our family. He's been having seizures, all kinds
of. The problem is, this is where we're gonna go into conspiracy, and this is what I want to say is like, how much of this is our war as opposed to these people who's got these bullies?
It's a war over resource,
right?
And they're trying to bully people into taking their resources.
Exactly. And so they want me and you to go fight over.
They use us because we're nothing but peasants to them.
Chess game. Right?
So you don't really think Donald Trump is running shit, right?
No.
I mean, who thinks? I mean, what's the president make? 400,000. The CEO of Time Saver probably makes more than that.
Right.
So you really think he's making these huge decisions?
No.
He's playing golf. He's running
that's a 4-year turnaround.
You guys tell me what I need to say.
There's no royalty in that. Here's the deal.
Pretty much Trump says. You guys tell me what we do.
It's all about his image.
The true people that run this America are corporations.
Facebook gonna shut us off again, man.
McDonald's.
They did already.
Walmart,
I swear.
Burger King.
Ask him, he'll tell you.
Right, they own that. I don't give a fuck.
They call them that shit for keywords.
This is the deal. They run the country based on the fact that they don't vote people in and out. That's royalty. When the owner, the CEO dies, they don't elect him. They already know who's going to run that motherfucking show, and they're bred. Every corporation. They're bred to run that show.
You seen that Founder?
I heard about it, but I never seen it. I heard
these
Michael Keaton's character, this dude had nothing to do with McDonald's. He just came in, seen a good idea, took it over,
and turned it
pretty much fucked.
Shout out to Lori Grimaldi.
Fucked him over.
No shit.
Yeah.
He stole the McDonald's idea and turned it into
through a loophole. He took full ownership.
Yeah,
and fucked the two real owners out.
No shit.
Yeah. Like it's a good movie.
Through legit paperwork. They didn't even know what they signed over.
I just heard about that movie today.
But what I'm saying is, and
you know what it might have been? Remember the last podcast we did?
A president is elected every 4 years. The only way that Trump is running the show is unless he fucking got tired of paying for people to go in office and not doing what the fuck he wanted them to do. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
everybody,
so, fuck it.
everybody, in my opinion, everybody since JFK has been handpicked.
No, right.
And probably
right.
prior, some kind of way.
No, I've heard it goes further than
dead.
that. I've heard it goes further than
Come on,
that.
why do you think he's dead?
I've heard it goes back to like Gerald Ford, like the fucking, like
Possibly.
even further than that.
Kennedy's
Like,
dead because he didn't follow orders.
Kennedy was put there, right, because they were already a royal family. He was put there
I
and
just
he didn't
watched,
do the
since
fuck.
since we bring up Kennedy, I just, like, I've always heard this shit about Carlos Marcello, right? I was like, well,
Like having
I've always
something to
heard
do
he
with
was
it.
just like a fucking pot dealer, small time.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
he was
I
a
heard
fucking
he was-
come back
drug
and did a little
lord.
shit.
He was a man.
They said the whole
No,
JFK movies about
watch
that.
his documentary, bro. This dude,
He was the fucking man in New Orleans. He ran New
He
Orleans.
was making some major moves.
Right. Like I heard he fucking ran the city.
And they hated the
They
Kennedy
still down
family.
there.
The whole Kennedy family.
So
They hated it.
well, there's so much tied into the JFK conspiracy that had New Orleans
But
has a
if you
whole
go
lot
back-
to do with
If
it.
you look
And
into the mafia roots and shit and how to this day, like Rome, like this, like it goes back to Rome
it's
and
deep.
how the mafia in Rome is like running to
well,
control.
what Italy, yeah, Rome, right, Italian, right, boom, Rome, yeah.
Right. And
right.
people think the Italian, no, they work for the, it's like the fucking podcast. It's a rabbit hole, bro.
Right.
It just
It
goes, whenever you
absolutely-
think you see something, it goes deeper.
There's a branch off of a branch, or like there's the Don of New Orleans mafia is being controlled by a higher power. You know what I'm saying? And
It's like the Vatican, bro. That's nothing but a mafia, basically, if you think about it.
no, I mean, it is,
You know what I'm saying?
dude. That's why JFK is not alive, and it's that fucking speech.
I think because he was actually honestly looking out for the people.
Well, I think what happened was
And
is
they didn't
that
like that. Like, no,
he. Well,
you ain't going with this.
I
bro.
think that he got elected for the reasons that he got
When-
like that they
When did
wanted.
the Electoral College come into play? Before or after him?
Good question. Anybody know that?
You know?
I don't know. But what I think that he got elected and he was put into office and he knew he was put there. And then once he realized he didn't know the whole truth, nothing but the
Who
truth.
did he run?
What?
Did he take over after Nixon, that whole fiasco?
No, Nixon. He was
way
before
after.
Nixon.
Yeah, he was.
No, you had
Nixon's in the
you had
70s.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Kennedy's in the early 60s.
I think Lyndon B. Johnson had a whole term before.
I don't know shit about it. History's history to me. It's in the past. Why the fuck should I care?
Well, you be talking about.
I'm all about
I mean,
today.
if you want to talk about conspiracies, the past it had to start somewhere.
But that's not a good thing because I don't know much about that.
Well, we'll go, and that's where I can help you out because I like the history. All right, so here we go. So he was elected. I think that what they say. I'm not going to keep. I'm just educating myself. I'm educating y'all on what I've read and what I've learned. Is that he went in and he was put there just like everybody else was put there, and then he learned like how bad we were being screwed over as humans, like how much humanity has fallen behind because of these secret societies that were put in
1804.
control. And the speech.
That's how long?
Yep.
Well, the speech.
Not possible.
Did you ever hear the Reagan? I mean,
We
not
lost buku
You
listeners talking about this stuff. Huh?
It's all good, man. This is
You ever
like
heard about
podcast,
have you ever heard the Kennedy speech that talks about
Now what you do
the
for
secret societies and have you ever heard that speech? You've never heard that speech.
I'm not a history dude, bro. I could care less who won that
So-
war in 1806.
Well, you
you never won a 2009
I don't
Super
even
Bowl.
know about the Civil War. Like, I don't know nothing about history because I never cared about it.
What, the 2009 Super Bowl?
I don't know.
That's fucking sick.
All right.
I'm just worried about what I'm doing tomorrow and if I'm waking up tomorrow. That's all I'm worried about. Because none of that shit that happened back then None of this shit we see on TV is
I'm
gonna
gonna.
affect my
All
life.
right.
Like,
Here's
if I
what.
don't get up and go to work and do the right shit every day,
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's gonna fuck
Can
me
I
up.
educate you? Can we do this?
Yes.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths,
Listen to
and to
this.
secret proceedings.
This was 2 years before he
We
died.
decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment
Yeah, I heard that.
of
You heard
pertinent
that.
facts far outweigh the dangers
That's
which
how
are
things
cited to
done.
justify
Secrecy.
it.
Right.
Even
That's the
today,
shadow government.
there is little value
state.
in opposing the
The
threat of
fucking
close
president of
society.
the United States is talking about what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Even today,
If Trump said this, what would happen to him?
survival of our nation. If
For
our
me, they would
nation
discredit
could
him.
not survive with it.
You don't think they would fucking blow his head
That's what they
off?
do to everybody now. No, they just
Nah,
discredit.
it's so strong now.
There's so much information on everybody. They'll
it's
find
so
something
strong.
to discredit you. And people are like, oh, well, he does this. You can't believe him.
They don't
He
need to
pissed on
kill
a
him
wrestling
anymore.
bitch, you know.
So they don't need to kill him anymore. They
They don't
just
need
destroy his
They
character.
destroy you.
You're better off.
Like if, like say, for example,
they kill you
if
credibility.
Martin Luther King tried to do what he did today, everybody knew he was a smoker and he had like to have his affairs.
I didn't know Martin Luther King was smoking like they have as a fan.
See, you gotta read.
So we learn, we educate each other.
But that
who's
alone, the fact that he liked to fool around with women would discredit him.
Discredit
he did.
everything else he does.
Back then, they didn't have all that.
Right.
You know, unless one of his people came out.
He
and
like
said,
pussy.
this is what he's
I
doing.
mean, fuck, the dude like pussy, bro.
Who don't like pussy?
You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
People in the French Quarter this weekend don't like pussy.
But he cared about the greater good. Like,
That ain't right.
Martin Luther King cared about he saw how fucked up things were for
I'm
him.
lying. I wasn't discouraging the people.
He saw how
They
unfair.
spend money in the city.
They do spend money. Look, I'm not discouraging them.
This is the difference.
We ask who don't like pussy. They don't like pussy.
This is
Am
what
I lying?
Who?
No, because there's women that love pussy that are gonna be there.
Well, half the people don't like pussy. Like I said, that's every other weekend.
See?
You want to straight
Being
people.
sexist. Is that
Right.
sexist?
Yeah. I apologize.
So what I
Don't
want to
find
say
us
is like,
Genderist. You're being
like,
genderist.
this is what I want to say. In like artists are not perfect. They're not obviously. Martin Luther King was an artist, right? The dude was a true artist. He was a true blessing to humanity because he saw outside the box. Like a lot of people couldn't, and it could. He didn't. He's not. Anybody could have been Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Like he just saw
Not back then.
how fucked up things
Not
were.
back then.
What, right? Yeah.
There's only me.
But
Like you really had to have some balls. to
fucking
do
balls
that.
to do that. Be
Not
intelligent.
really balls. You just really had to fucking really want it. You had to have your heart into it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because there was nothing for them to lynch you back then, hanging from a fucking tree.
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean,
it wasn't that
you
long
be
ago. I was
protected.
born in '73. It wasn't much
Like
like
even 10 years before.
there was fucking there was still shit about colored people signs when I was born.
No shit. You remember actually.
I don't remember
seeing-
it, but I know when you look at it didn't happen to the late '60s. So a lot of stuff didn't get transferred over until the
Right.
early mid '70s.
So when did segregation actually?
late '60s, around the '60s. I
It
think.
was the late
I think,
'60s.
huh? Fully.
Yeah, let's say
That's why I never seen color, bro. Because when as a kid, my skin was dark, a lot darker than I am now.
my second favorite Filipino, right?
I went to a Catholic school after I went to Miro Elementary first, in like kindergarten and first grade. Then in second grade I went to St. Louis, but I got fucked with a lot by you know
64.
Pale white boys.
Yeah.
Civil Rights
Yeah,
Act
I
of
thought I was-
64.
I heard everything from Spic to fucking Hawaiian to this and that. I'm like, I ain't none of that. Stupid motherfucker.
You know what's so funny about this?
So I was like, man, these fucking people here. Black dudes took me in. They ain't give a fuck about, what color skin I was. So
Right.
that's who I rock with. So I ain't never seen color. And I had a thing, like, rednecks used to scare the fuck out of me as a kid.
No shit.
And I had,
Because you
like,
wasn't.
if you pronounce the H with a word that started with a W and an H, like what, why,
What?
you scared the fuck out of me, bro. And I was
What,
scared
people?
of these motherfuckers.
Wow.
White people.
You know, I tell you, it's funny that my old lady
My second favorite Filipino.
is
Who's first?
My cousin. I got you with my cousin.
my old lady's Filipino.
My favorite Filipino is DJ Q.
So I got. She's not full-blooded
Best
Filipino.
DJ on the planet.
She's mixed like you are, but
We all
she's on.
much.
We all mix. My cousin, obviously my cousin, I'm not Filipino, so obviously
Everybody's mixed.
So my
Yeah.
kids,
We're all
my
much.
kids are
Ain't nobody pure shit, but pure full of shit.
Right. But yeah.
Well, look, that brings up a good point. Because I saw, matter of fact, your boy Melvin Galore shared this the other
Oh,
about the mixed. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull this up. I want to have
all the protesters.
No, it ain't about
the tiki
protesters.
torches who took DNA tests and was pissed off about the results.
But that's
They had people with tiki torches that took DNA.
You
The
don't
tiki
remember the
torches.
Torch crew.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
They took
yeah.
DNA tests.
As Michael
They
Rappaport
actually
says,
signed
the
up.
dorm room dumb fucks,
They actually agreed to doing that.
was they fighting mosquitoes or what the fuck was they doing?
I don't know.
They had citronella fucking tiki
But I mean, they
torches.
agreed to take DNA tests. Is what I'm saying.
A lot, but I don't know. It could be fake news. Who knows?
And
anymore?
fake news. It's fake news.
Who
So
knows?
this video here, this guy's on
It's
the
my
Breakfast
turn
Club.
to piss, y'all.
And he's on. He's talking about should black men date white women, and this is a minute 42. I want to pretty really good.
Dave, who the fuck you want, man?
How old is he? He's 13. Yes.
Who is that?
It's a pastor.
Okay.
Reason why? The school's education.
I got you.
Not safer. So if he brings home a white girl, I should be like, son,
We should have a
you
conversation.
shouldn't date her, you should date a black person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, let me tell you why.
You don't date with a
But let me say,
mayonnaise now. When you go to the HBC, you go to that school.
But you-
experience what he likes.
When
I
envy-
can't be the person that said, you can
No, you have to be the person because you have to teach your son loyalty to his community. European Jews do it. Arabs do it. Chinese do it.
See, that's
We're the
division.
only people who feel anxious and
Why not teach
ambivalent
these kids to
about
love
telling our
humans,
black
bro? Why
boys
you
that
separate
better
shit?
love and marry a black
Yeah, appreciate
woman.
who you
know
are.
what we do in
Appreciate just
because
being
all of us-
human.
Well, appreciate your culture, but don't.
What culture? Nobody really has a true culture.
That's true in itself. Like,
Just be a
we're so
fucking
mixed
human.
up now. Like we're so mixed as a race now.
Look, assholes come in every
The only-
fucking color.
But the only difference between a white man and a black
In my
man,
eyes, you either a good person, you an asshole.
Well, not just that.
Only,
the only difference between a white man and a black man is where you live, where the sun hit you.
yeah.
How directly the sun hit you where you lived thousands of years ago. Other than that, it ain't shit.
What's it matter?
It don't.
If a Spanish dude stabs me,
The only thing that does
Chinese
matter-
dude stabs me, or I stab a black dude, or I stab a Russian, we all gonna bleed red, right?
The only thing that does matter about that is if we've been so tribalized as human beings for thousands of years.
That's what it
To
is.
grow
You
up.
must be part of a tribe.
White folks have been growing up together. Filipinos have been growing up together. They've all been
I
tribe together in sections or countries. Or,
got a black brother-in-law
That's
that
what-
went through marriage. It's just because he was so loyal to my dad as a worker.
That's
he
what
took
Bill's-
him in as a son.
That's what
He was
builds
part of our
culture.
family.
But all that stuff that I'm talking about, that's what builds culture. So how am I? Say if you from the Philippines, how am I supposed to learn anything from you with that mentality where I need to seek my own race
But
my whole
why?
life?
But
How
that
is what
goes
that
back-
man? How is what that man saying any different than what the dudes with the tiki?
I
torches
think that
say?
goes way back. Like, why does everybody speak a different language?
Because where
Eventually, there was one language,
Yeah,
right?
at one point there was.
At one point, there was one language, right?
But
Yeah,
like
but-
I say, but
So
How come talking
if
about-
if
Like,
tribes
how far back
came
are we
up with
going
their
on
own
here?
shit, you had eventually meet.
Wait, well, we're saying one language.
why we're not calling you boy out? for
One
being a
language
racist?
is. Wait,
That dude I just played.
what he said.
There's no difference from what he said than what the white dudes holding up tiki torches saying that we need,
Then I don't care about neither one.
It doesn't matter.
Shit.
So
It doesn't
why?
affect my day to day.
I don't know. I wasn't there. There
Hey,
you
good
go.
question. Good question. I don't know.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm
but
around every race every day.
I agree. I
we
agree
get
with
along perfectly
Right.
fine. And we talk and we bullshit. We share stories every fucking day. We're perfect strangers. At work. Everywhere. I mean, so why does it even fucking matter?
What I want to like a lot of the shit that you're seeing on the fucking news is
Trying
just,
to keep that
they're
divide.
trying to keep it divided. Like, dude, I've been to different races and different neighborhoods and different. Like,
Being a rapper, yeah, we've been around.
And like I've been in black churches. They've treated they were so happy to see me. Like they treated me with extra love. Like there's actually, this guy's not African American. Like let's, like they knew that. They expressed it. Like, he came to visit us, and they actually showed me more attention. Than, you know what I'm saying? Like they embraced the presence. And it was a great feeling. Like they made me feel like I was a star of the show.
I just feel like if we can't kick it with each other, I think so many people are tied up into the media aspect and the social media aspect, and they think that's just how everybody is. If people can't learn to kick it with each other, no matter what
Goes down to individuality.
You're right. If we can't learn to kick it with each other, no matter who you are,
you have to be at that point in life. Because I was an angry motherfucker back in the day. But you know why I was mad? Because of the fucked up shit I was doing and the bad choices I was making. Now, I'm doing all the right shit. I ain't got an ounce of hate in my heart.
Right. And it's law.
I want to see everybody do good.
Like
the fight for 15. Fuck yeah, everybody. You can't live on $8 an hour.
Right, I agree with that, yeah.
Now, you should be having 4 kids if you ain't even got a career now. Come on, let's just be honest.
We can keep it 100 here. Like, look. You got 2 kids and you don't have a job. You got 2 different baby daddies.
I'm a firm believer in a career before kids.
Like
if you,
I don't believe in a lot of government interference. But if you got 2 kids and 2 baby daddies, look, you gotta get at least a birth control pill. You gotta at least get a birth control pill.
No, you gotta find yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Find yourself.
And then you say
once you find yourself, you're gonna know what's real, bro.
And what I want to talk about the government assistance thing. Dude, I actually, last week, I sat back and I listened to...
Who's the bad guy here? When you see somebody get all that government assistance,
that's a system.
Is it the government or the program?
Don't be mad at the people taking advantage of a system.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
It was created for people to take advantage of.
Don't hate the player.
But it was a great...
But nobody gets mad at... Okay. All right. Well, what you got? You ain't wearing Nikes, huh?
No.
Alright. Driving Ford?
No.
Driving Ford? Don't get mad at people on welfare then.
I didn't say I was mad at people.
Ford gets $1.7 billion in welfare. Nike gets $1.3 billion in corporate welfare, aka subsidies, which is basically corporate welfare.
What did I say? I said that in Fan 5. I said welfare, corporate subsidies. Yeah.
There's people's mad at the wrong shit because that's what they can do.
Because they don't understand.
I can't stand when people, these motherfuckers lazy, motherfuckers don't want to work, draining all the money. Are you kidding me? The military-industrial complex gets not trillions, hundreds of trillions of dollars. Where do you think that money's coming from?
Right. Well, here's the deal. There's all that information is out there.
Like the money they spend just on, say there's 5 branches in the military, and you're not paying for the soldiers. No.
Pay for the equipment.
You're paying for Lockheed Martin. You're paying for fucking this one.
Boeing.
Halliburton. That's who's getting the money.
I got a question. I'm gonna call you.
What happens when they turn their back? Say you lost your leg, right, when you went over there. What you think they would be doing for you right now?
Give me about $1,800 a month.
They would be pissing on your head, telling you it's raining.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not giving me shit for it.
No,
it's not a tenth of, it's not even a fifth of what I'm worth.
No. That's what pisses me off.
They're gonna give me $1,800, $2,000 a month.
It's like, because I got so many friends, man, that are just suffering because of this. They come back to the United States after the war and they just can't even deal with what they
I'm not saying $1,800 is a lot of money.
They go to the VA for help, and the VA is just like, fuck you. You know?
I know.
And it breaks my heart, bro, because look, the fuck is Dick Cheney getting right now off of these votes?
Right.
What did he do before he left office? Sign that no big fucking clause into effect.
And you know what's a shame with that son of a bitch is he's got all the money in the fucking world.
McLean too. That's a motherfucker.
Based on his health problems, like he would have died a long time ago.
The dude shot somebody on
who he was.
Straight up and got away with it.
Right.
I mean, come on.
That he's got more power than fucking George Bush.
I accidentally shot him. Really? Oops. That's a good shot.
He's more powerful than the president was at the fucking time.
He still is.
Right.
A lot of guys had that issue of accidentally shooting. They still got to pay for the baby.
Well, here's the deal.
What about the holistic doctor that shot himself twice in the chest as suicide?
Yeah. So, hey, you guys.
How's that possible? Humanly possible?
Which one?
How you shoot yourself twice in the chest and kill yourself?
Suicide.
Oh yeah, right. Twice. Yeah,
suicide.
Boom! Oh, it didn't work.
That's like that movie.
Down by a river where he don't even fish, he don't do nothing with the water.
That's like that movie.
It's in the books all the time.
Analyze this. Wait. Billy Crystal goes to see Robert De Niro in church. He said, Billy Crystal says, how the guy died? Oh, he got ran over by a bus. Twice.
Yeah, right, basically. And what we can get.
What up, Roy?
I want to ask you. What's up, Roy?
Hey, the video's done. We just watched the rough draft tonight.
Yep, we got a few more.
We got a few more tweaks to do it, but it's done.
I wanted to ask you. Do you know about Donald Rumsfeld coming out the day before 9/11 and talking about the trillions of dollars that popped up missing
from the Pentagon?
Do you know about that?
No, because I wasn't there, but I read.
No, but did you see the interview?
There's
actually, I can pop up the interview if you want me to.
Just like we didn't follow up as a destruction, but we found a whole lot of gold.
What I'm asking you is, remember how you told me
shitload of gold.
When he came and said that the day before 9/11, where do you think that money went?
It didn't matter. It didn't matter at the 9/11.
Back then, when the Twin Towers got hit, I remember we was finishing a job at Lee Circle, Hotel The Circle, and we watched it in one of the hotel rooms.
You talking about 9/11 itself?
And watched, so back then, I was in a different mind frame back then. I wasn't thinking how I think now.
Can I? So here's
like every Arab I seen, like the cab driver, like I was throwing quarters out my truck at these motherfuckers and shit. I was angry. I didn't understand shit, and I was buying into the shit, thinking that
you fucking know
what? Molten steel weeks after? I'm sorry, Jeff Fuel's not gonna do that.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go. This is
Jeff Fuel will not create molten steel underground for weeks later. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm not an expert on it, so I won't speak.
You don't have to be an
expert.
You can do your own.
So here's the deal. This is what I want to say about that. All right. Do you know about the fact that the office that got hit at the Pentagon
you don't even have to know that deep.
Files.
Who was the only family allowed to fly that day? Who? I'll wait.
I don't know. Who was
Google it. I'll wait. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Come on, bring it.
You by yourself?
No, because that answers everything.
Who was the only family?
Who was the only people allowed to fly that day?
The Bushes. Am I right?
No.
The Saudis?
Google it.
Okay. The only family allowed to fly on 9/11.
You got
this dude wants me to Google that, and I can probably find out who was the only family, and it'll probably pop up allowed to fly on. This dude's gonna get my Google account suspended.
Yep, you're gonna be punished, Brian. And we sitting there looking at our phones, Brian.
The Bin Ladens.
I got the Bin Ladens too. I wonder if that's the right answer.
I did hear about that. Basically, what they were doing is flying them to safety.
So flying them out of here.
Right. Getting them the fuck out of town because they knew it was about to go down.
Well, they lived in the United States?
Huh? Yeah, he did. He had family in the United States. Did you know Bin Laden was a CIA operative?
I've heard that.
I'm trying to tell you. Bin Laden was hired by
is that a fact?
CIA, right. It's a fact. It is factual. Fact. Bin Laden was hired by the CIA to go around the world and create havoc so America can jump in and look like the heroes.
Really?
So, like, what they try to tie the story into is that he, like, they had a falling out somewhere. And
Bin Laden family, right?
Yeah,
right, it was Bin Laden family.
And so what happened with Bin Laden? Wait, because this all ties in together. What happened to Bin Laden? Well, wait, what did they do to Saddam?
Man, fucking, they
handed him back to the people, shoved the broomstick up his ass and cut his head off. Whatever they did to him, what did they do to Bin Laden? Nobody even seen it.
No.
He got his proper Muslim burial at sea.
Yeah, right.
They showed a picture of a corpse, but he had 27 doubles.
Well, right, because he was a Saudi, right? And then when he part of the Saudi?
And you knocked down the towers, but we're going to give you correct fucking burial.
Because they...
But Saddam, who held the whole Middle East in check, yeah, he was slaughtering his people. He kept that whole fucking Middle East in check.
Well, here's the deal. And
we didn't even have terrorists until after that, really.
Well, this is what I want to get into. And,
I mean, we did, but not, it wasn't like it is now.
Like, this is the one thing that I can...
How you give him his proper burial?
Like,
you knock the towers down?
Well, this is the one thing that I can
the
say.
The only person to ever attack American soil, you give him his proper burial, but a guy who supposedly had weapons of mass destruction, but that they didn't find, you turn him over to his people to slaughter.
Right. So this
Put the puzzle together. That's all I'm saying.
I know. And I'm going to jump to this, but I'm going to go right back where you at. Is the one thing that I actually agreed with what Trump had to say, but if we're going to go into this rabbit hole, we can actually say that what he said was bullshit, is that the day of the eclipse, remember when they had the he came out and spoke, I don't know if you know about that. Like, he had addressed the nation from Camp David, which is in the Middle East. I think Jerusalem is where Camp David's at. Is Camp David in Jerusalem? You're a military guy. Where's Camp David at? So anyway,
we don't have a base in Jerusalem.
Yeah, they got a camp on fucking. Where's Camp David? Google.
I thought that's the Holy Land.
Right.
No, man.
So
that's the Holy Land. What are we doing in Jerusalem?
Israel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Maybe Israel.
Yeah.
Jerusalem.
He actually said. He actually said.
I was in school for 10 years. You think? I don't know
This is what I'm getting at. Is he actually said that what we're talking about? Like, Saddam might have did what he did, but he held his
Camp David's in Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in
I
Maryland.
told you that, bro.
Oh, okay. It's in Maryland, people. But what I want to say is that he actually came out and said that he's not trying to change the culture. Like, he's not going to go and try to force American values on other countries. He actually said that.
We've been forcing democracy on other countries forever.
He actually said that. He said that on the day of the fucking eclipse. He said that.
Trump said it?
Democracy doesn't work.
I agree. Like, that was the first thing I actually like saying.
True democracy, I think, does, but
because
it doesn't work.
Well, here's the
democracy works.
You got. Here's the thing.
Because you give two parties, and were you really given a choice? And when the Supreme Court steps in and says, "Yeah, we're not going to allow a third party on national public debates,"
this is my
thing. Are you really giving a fucking choice?
You still don't have true democracy.
No.
Here's my thing.
Bullshit.
You have your own house. You have your own house, which is considered.
It works better than communism.
A multi-party government.
Stop.
Look at the happiest places on this earth. They all have multi-party governments.
Here's my deal. You've got your house. You're a fucking. You're a socialist. Okay. You're a fucking communist. I'm I'll make you a capitalist.
I want to be the anarchist.
I'll make you you're a fucking capitalist. You're a cat right here. This is the true vision.
Capitalism.
This is the capitalist
part of the problem.
I am a fucking give me one. Y'all give me one. What do I?
None of this shit works if you're dealing with fucking human beings. And human beings are selfish and in nature.
Just stop.
Emotions.
Yeah,
What am
that's
I?
it.
Can I prove my point? What am I?
Paul Higgnz.
No, like give me some kind of fucking. I'm a socialist. All right, you're a communist.
I'm
He's
not
a
a
capitalist.
communist.
I'm just saying. You're a capitalist. You're a fucking capitalist. I'm a socialist.
Can it be a humanitarian?
The problem
Can it
is
be a humanitarian?
but no, you can't do no.
Why?
Not right now. Not right now. If
But
we had
that's
4
what I
people
am.
in the
Who's
room, I'll let
humanitarian?
you be the humanitarian.
There is none.
This is
What's
the
word about
problem.
selfish?
You're not going to be able to go and walk into anybody else's territory and tell them that the way you're doing this shit is wrong. Like, and it's whatever. Like, no, you can't do that shit. You can't fucking do it. You gotta let, like, people have to see that for themselves. Like, there's a reason why there's boundaries, there's borders. There's a reason why there's a reason why there's fucking boundaries, like, and names for countries. Like, we own this territory and this is our shit. This is your house. I can't come in your house and tell you how to roll.
Just think if the first tribe, right? The first tribe seen the second tribe, like, hey, what's up, y'all? Let's do this. Let's thrive. Not be like, hey, fuck y'all.
This hot spot right here.
It's my shit. Why? Hey, let's get.
Hey, y'all take y'all shit to that black over there.
This is the deal, and
I
this is
think
what's
it
so.
started. I mean, as long as humans have emotions, you're gonna have murder. You're gonna have corruption. You're gonna have death.
Well,
You're gonna have
7 deadly sins.
all
this
that.
is,
You can have all that.
This is the
All
thing,
right.
and like I've dealt with like Philippines. Like I spent a lot of time with a lot of different Philippines, and I'm not even talking about my old age people. Like because of the work that I do. I spent a lot of time with Philippines, Russians, Greeks, you name it. Like, when we kick it, you can just, like, we don't talk about laws and values and the politics. It's out the window. Like, we just have fun, and you can just tell just by shaking hands with a motherfucker what kind of shit they're gonna give you. Like, if they got their fucking, if they're an asshole, if they're fucking, like you're gonna really come at me and treat me like shit because of my motherfucking politics? Like, you don't even know my politics, so I love, like sometimes you get that first impression, like, this dude's fucking,
But you
this
can't.
dude's a dumb,
Right.
this dude's he's a motherfucking patriot for whatever country you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude's a piece of shit. You can
That's
suck a
what
dick,
gets me.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what gets me, bro. I got a lot of friends that are so programmed, conditioned, whatever you want to call it, and we on totally different spectrums when it comes to ideals. But those dudes would have my back in a heartbeat.
right.
So
Like,
it's
they have
hard
different,
for me to like I can't judge my own
because
thoughts because this dude's got my back. But yeah, we don't think alike. But he's got my fucking
because
back.
the golden rule that's gonna get you to a higher place spiritually is treat others how you want to be treated. And that's the different. That is the law of attraction. Like, positive energy.
Just do
is
right.
gonna draw
It's
you.
easy. Do right.
Right. I'm drawn to you because
Everybody knows what's right.
because
and
you
wrong.
love me,
Everybody.
I love you, we love each other, and we're not gonna let each other fall. You know what I'm
Simple.
saying?
Just do right.
That's it.
Everybody knows right from wrong.
And what happens is you can tell when somebody's boxed into that belief because just out the gate when you try to communicate with them, you know what I'm saying?
Like
you
if
can
I get in
feel
a
it.
conversation with somebody and the first couple of words of that sentence is left, right.
Oh, here we go again.
Democrat, Republican. Already.
I listened to this on the podcast earlier.
Right, and you do this, you go,
Right.
See you
I ain't
later.
heard enough from you. All right. Let's talk sports.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Look. I agree there's flaws in every system. But there's only flaws in it because you're dealing with fucking people. There's no perfect system because you're always going to be dealing with people. You know, and you always, say if you ran a dictatorship, You always run the risk of having a dictator that's fucking just selfish, bro. It's just natural human
And
instinct.
I think that's kind of because like I've always been like
Maybe the Egyptians had it
I've
right.
never had I know a lot of people, but I don't have that many friends because I don't.
You keep your
I
circle
don't want
close.
like I don't. You got some friends that doing some shit and like no man,
Right.
I can't be around.
Well, you
I'm
keep your
not
circle
letting that
close.
shit
And
in me.
absolutely.
Maybe the Egyptians or the Greeks had it right.
What?
They didn't deal with people. They dealt with their own gods.
See, and that brings me back to
Well,
my DMT trips with the fucking geometric
Well, I
shit.
could tell you
What
something
did
right
the Egyptians all? It was all
Do you guys
geometric
really
patterns
want
and shit.
to? Do y'all really want to fuck? Do y'all want to be brain fucked right now?
Oh, we almost
Small
2.5 hours.
I don't
into this.
care. We can go all night with this bullshit. I'm gonna tell you something right now. The story of Jesus Christ.
Was stolen from Horus, the sun god.
Not only Horus the sun god.
Whoever was before.
There was a bunch of fucking gods all.
And whose God is right?
In different countries.
What if we follow the wrong God?
The Bible, the
What
New
if one is
Testament,
right?
the New Testament of the Bible was written in 325
But what
AD.
if religion is control? I think God is a spiritual thing.
I think when they found out they couldn't control
I
it.
absolutely feel the same way you do. The
Like,
guy,
I don't have to go sit in a church with 100 hypocrites.
right?
They're gonna leave and talk shit about
And
me.
cheat on their wives and
Right after they
Did
walk
you
out
know
the door.
that? Did you know about what he said
I don't
about
know
Horus?
hypocrites.
No, about Horus.
No, same with his history. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I believe in myself,
Well,
and that's the furthest God needs to be with me. As long as I believe in myself.
I think what happens is this is the deal. I think what people need to do is educate themselves on stories like what he's talking about.
We'll explain it while we're sitting here right now. People can get this far into
Everything,
it.
Horus the god was born on December 25th.
Look at the camera when
He
you
rose the same day.
Horus the god was born on. It's pretty much the same across the board. He was like assassinated by his enemies.
Well,
Crucified,
we
and he
can get a
risen
little
3
more
days
current.
later on the same day. It was
Let me
like,
finish this story. Go ahead.
no, I don't need to. I'm telling you, it was the
That's
same.
pretty much the same
Same
Jesus
story.
story. They did
Was Horus the Egyptian?
Now who's
god?
Horus to get that? Oh, the
well,
Egyptian
wait,
guy.
let's fast forward to
You know the Illuminati fucking sign, the fucking pyramid, the eye.
Yes.
That's Horus's
no,
eye.
it's not.
That's not Horus.
No.
Whose eye is that? Whose eye is that?
That's the CBS eye. That's the eye you're talking about. The one on CBS. The eye. at
The
top.
dollar bill, which is
Yeah.
the god of. Who is that then?
I don't think it's any of them.
Man.
I could be
You want me
wrong,
to
but
go
I
there?
don't think
Pull that shit up,
it's
dude.
You ain't fucking up, right? You fucking up now. You want to give me
But-
go. Let's go.
but-
If I'm wrong, I'm
Right.
wrong. But if it ain't Horus, it's his people. I'm gonna tell you
I
right
went
now.
10 years in Catholic school and it turned me against religion. So I don't really.
I know
I'm
the Catholic school.
speaking on shit that I've read, but they say, who was it? The dude that wrote the New Testament.
Yeah, a bunch of books in the New Testament. I just
What
one
was
dude
his
that wrote
name?
it.
What? Oh, there's a bunch of them. The apostles wrote.
Not Julius Caesar, but he was around in those times.
Who? What you talking about?
Pontius
So,
Pilate, I don't know.
Pontius Pilate crucified Jesus.
Yeah, well, it wasn't him.
I
It was one of those cats.
do know that much. I'm a confirmed Catholic, but I didn't go to
I'm
Catholic
drawing
school.
a blank on the name, but they said he helped write.
The eye of Horus is the eye on the dollar. That's
No,
what
it's
that
not
rep.
the
No,
same
dude,
eye.
it's the same fucking eye, bro. It's
It's shaped different.
Here we go.
You said same. It's not
the same eye. It's the same.
Might be a different,
It represents the
Might be
same.
a different shade on the dollar bill. Hey, I got a dollar in my pocket.
All right, you want me to go further? Do you want me on
Hang on, we got evidence.
on dollar bill?
I got a 5. Is it on the 5 or is it just on the 1?
Look, Horus eye on the dollar bill.
You got a dollar bill? Who got a dollar bill?
Yeah, but what's the website?
Horus eye on the dollar bill.
www.fakenews.com.
I'm telling you, bro. Can y'all can
You got a dollar bill? You ain't got no dollar bill.
I'm just trying to provide you guys with the information that's out
Provide
there.
us a dollar.
Here's another thing. Do you want to? Did you ever know about the owl on the dollar?
The owl on the owl or the eye of the dollar? No.
You heard about it in my rap,
Yeah.
right? That's Bohemian Grove, which represents the god that they fucking. There you go. You know about Bohemian Grove, right?
Because of Alex Jones.
No, alright, because of Alex Jones.
But people see the problem with Alex Jones
here's
is that he's got a lot of shit that he can prove with paper trails, but he's
Yeah,
got a lot more shit.
bullshit
that
that
he's a
blows up the
fucking.
water.
He blows you off. He makes you not want to fuck with it.
Where's that video you sent me the other day with your boy going to get the fucking...
Look, you see the Star of David written, dude. There's a lot of secret symbolism
on the dollar bill.
Did you know that the archives, like the main buildings in Washington D.C.
Show the audience, bro. You gotta keep showing the audience, bro.
I'm sorry.
So you gotta pull it up to the camera.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, but who knows if that
You
shit's
can't
true?
see that shit.
Pull it up
What?
to the camera, I can see it.
I don't know. I don't
How you know
fucking
that this ain't some Yahoo that printed that up and it ain't?
Dude, but it's from multiple sources. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. We got to get in a plane and go out there and check that shit out,
It's
bro.
hard to believe anything these days, bro.
Right, but this dollar bill information is not hard to believe.
That's why I just fucking
It's right there in front of your
question
face.
every fucking thing. Like, why accept what you told to you?
This is the thing, and this is not told to me and you. This is stuff that you fucking that has been researched. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But I see what you're saying and all that.
Like,
Like they trying to kill us
Channel
all
4
and all
is
this,
not. No, I never said. Did I say they were trying to kill
well,
us?
that's the general perception of
Shout
what
out
people
Metallica.
think.
I think they're just trying to control us all. For their greater good. That's what I think. And I didn't want to fucking say my opinion.
But what's their greater good?
What's the greater? Yeah.
They fucking money, power. You know what I'm
But
saying?
how much
Keep
more
us
keep
dumbed
life?
down.
How much
keep
more?
us stupid, so they can like hold the true power. Like this
But
is
even
the thing.
if let's say
Here's the deal.
48% of the population thought like me and you, you think that's gonna stop the central bank?
No, it's not. No,
Even if you don't have the money.
60%.
No. Here's the deal. And it's even about it's about human power.
You
Like,
gotta have
do you realize how strong? Like,
That's why that's why I think mushroom therapy should be like a fucking mandatory thing that every motherfucker on this planet should
fucking
eat
shroom
mushrooms
out.
twice a year.
Twice a year.
Because
Twice a
of
year.
what I'm
It's
saying.
like a flushing of your brain.
Just so you can kick back in reality, like, holy fuck, what the fuck was I
Right?
thinking?
Because I'm so caught up in this.
Right. You get so
this
distracted
fucking-
and caught up in nonsense, you forget about living.
Well, here's the deal.
How
And
many
this is-
people you think's actually
this is
living
what
right
I'm getting
now are
at.
Let's
just,
do it. Let's make it an 11-hour podcast.
hey, I got chocolate mushrooms in the fridge.
This is what I'm getting at. Is that me and you and everybody else out there is so caught up in just trying to pay the fucking bills that we don't have the time to realize how strong me and you and everybody else is spiritually because
But
of
you
the
can't,
monetary system that we're
Right.
caught up in.
you can't get that till you get right with yourself.
And that's what all of this, everything we're
You
talking
can't get
about
right with
boils
yourself
down
till you're
to.
completely out of debt. Now,
And-
you're going to have debt,
but-
a house,
but
you
this
need a
is
house,
what-
you need a car, you need a car.
This is
But
what
Christ
this is
on
what
that
I'm
shit
saying.
will kill your
Like,
fucking soul.
All of this
Right.
symbolism and all of this shit that they're doing, like they're just showing you how much they control the world by doing what they do. Like when Walt Disney shows you fucking Illuminati and fucking Masonic symbolism.
See, I don't like that word, Illuminati.
Alright,
I think
well,
it discredits the whole thing, and that's
I-
a word that was
because-
created to discredit
right.
the whole thing.
Alright, so
To make it less
symbolism,
But it's more
secret
than that. It's a
secret
You got,
society
well, you got your
symbolism.
shadow
I don't think
government,
it's secret,
you
bro. I
got
think
your
it's
deep
just,
state.
It's not
Then you got the
anymore.
government that we see. But above that, they got a thing called the deep state and the shadow government.
Well, here's the thing about the,
The shadow
the
government
money.
is all your agencies.
well, yeah, that's
They
your,
say the
that's
CIA, you know, and that's your shadow government. That's
Right.
what's really running shit.
Well, there's a fucking like all our fucking trillions of dollars that come up missing every year, saying that there's a black budget that is used to create all these fucking technology, like all this technology. They're using all this money to
Google
create.
how much money goes into the military-industrial complex.
Right.
It's astonishing. It's in the trillions, hundreds of
It's
trillions.
more astonishing than Scarface's net worth.
You can't even
Right.
imagine.
All this money that's disappearing is going into that. Like they're just using it for this black budget.
It's going into private corporations.
Right.
It ain't like it's helping the people.
No, it's helping everybody.
We paying for it.
And like
And look how much the wealth gap has
here's
grown
the thing:
since.
the military intelligence is so deep that like the president don't have access to it.
That's why Eric Snowden is a motherfucking hero.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Hero.
Right.
Because without him, we wouldn't even
It's
know the
like
NSA.
about Obama.
Right.
Like he was like part of his plan when he got elected, when he started that change campaign. One of his things was
Who?
Obama.
Obama
was part of it.
Just listen to what I got to say. One of his biggest things in his change campaign was protecting whistleblowers, trying to get whistleblowers to come out of the. Well, it was a fucking catch-22 because as soon as those whistleblowers came out when he got elected, he locked the fucking ass up, and then shut down. On his website, he shut down the whistleblower campaign.
What about the kill switch?
What is the kill switch? Educate us.
This is going deep into the rabbit hole.
Let's go, man. Fuck, bro.
Supposedly,
you can't go deep as I can go.
supposedly, your boy, who's your boy that had all the fucking WikiLeaks shit?
The gay guy.
What's his name?
No, I got him right here. I got it right here. Wait, Julian Assange.
Yes. He had this
You
thing
have to buy
planted into his, to where any type of thing that would happen, like if he was killed or in any type of danger, and his
Right, he's
brain,
got all this information. It's blackmail.
the switch
He's
would
blackmailed
switch
it.
and it would get spread across the
Right,
fucking
he
world.
blackmailed everybody.
Do you think that's true?
I think that's fucking true as a motherfucker.
But don't you?
Cause that motherfucker.
So they're not even testing this dude. Like, yeah, he's full of shit. He's lying. We're gonna kill him anyway.
Julian, alright, we're gonna go. Here's the deal. We're gonna go.
But they trying to make these dudes into like fucking like, you know, treasonous and shit. When like, you ain't want to make Oliver, like Oliver North and shit. Like, motherfucker. Snowden's more than a hero to me. Cause without him, we wouldn't know what the fuck they was doing.
Right, the NSA.
He put regulations on that shit
He
because
did.
of him.
They did.
And he's a wanted man. They'll kill him to this day if they can find him.
Dude, Snowden's
He's
legit.
protected by people that
The real life Jason Bourne.
Basically.
So here's the deal. I'm gonna ask you guys, what y'all think about the fucking pedophiles in the Pentagon and like the fucking the whole Hillary campaign about pedophilia.
Well, who was the first famous Corey?
Which one?
Not the one that's got the whack band.
Phil, the one that died, huh?
The one that died. Yeah.
Haynes.
Chester Bennington.
No, Feldman.
Feldman.
Feldman. Haynes.
Feldman's still famous. Well, not famous, but he's still.
Corey
Haynes.
Feldman
He
and
just
Corey
sold out
Haynes.
some poor.
Yeah,
farm.
Corey Haynes. Corey Haynes.
He's selling out fucking venues left and right.
Yeah,
Are talking about this shit.
No, doing some whack ass music shit.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman?
Whack
Yeah,
music shit.
From the fucking.
Like,
Is that the outside? Not the outside.
like if Michael Jackson did meth for 3 years
I
and tried to
feel
make
free.
music, that's him.
There ain't no reason why we can't.
But anyway, the first Corey that died was supposedly going to come out on all this.
and then
pedophilia
they knocked him off.
It just makes sense.
Well, your boy
Look
came
at all the
out.
fucking famous child stars that come up and just flip.
Right.
Britney Spears. And,
Right.
So, did you hear about Chester Bennington being related to
Cornell. And Chris Cornell is coming out.
No. Did you hear about Chester Bennington being related to your boy that ran the Hillary campaign?
Oh, really?
You didn't hear about that? What's his fucking name? God damn it, I can't think of his fucking name right off the top.
He's never the stepdad, huh?
But I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
I
no,
think
no,
they
it was
used-
real
I
day.
think they used that pizza place just to fucking deceive out all the public. Like, oh yeah, well, it's a
That's how we
pizza
got kicked
place,
off
right?
last time we did the podcast.
Watched it. Yeah. Chester Bennington.
Who knows, bro? It's fucking
Family.
fucking crazy world we live in.
No, wait, here we go. Father, here we go. We're going to go deep. Right, Chuck. John Podesta. You heard about Podesta? You know what Podesta is? Do you recognize this human being? Look, do you recognize that guy?
Who?
John Podesta.
Yeah.
He's the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton.
He looks like Chester's dad.
They look just fucking like. So what happened was during the election.
All right, we got a viewer that says look up. Look up Van Allen Belts. Who? Van Allen Belts.
Look him up.
What you on to, James? Hit me up.
So what we'll
Try
talk
to get
about
to
is we'll go.
Van Allen Belts?
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about
Oh,
Podesta.
man.
Podesta was one of the head key guys, like
Radiation belt?
Julian Assange.
Van Allen Belts.
Julian Assange, like the WikiLeaks, put Podesta forefront of the guy that was like one of the head guys involved in the Pizzagate situation with the child molester and all that, and involved in the fucking them with the devil worshiping and like he was a part of it in the emails. And his brother was
That's actual.
like this came out right before the election. And that's where InfoWars was the one that was talking about it more than anybody, because CNN wouldn't fucking bring it up because they didn't want Trump to win. You know what I'm saying? Like none of these other like major mainstream sources would bring it up because they were worried about the fucking Hillary campaign. So if they did bring it up, they brought it up just once because they had to say it because it was all over, and then they just kind of let it go. You know what I'm saying? But if you look back in what they say about Bennington and your boy, the fucking
Yes, I'm
soundboard,
losing a lot of
Chris Cornell.
questions.
Huh?
No. I'm listening.
and Chris Cornell,
They were about to
they were both about to
drop names.
expose, right? They were about to go out and blast it, and it was so curious. They both committed
But people
suicide.
that spoke on it but never dropped names.
Right.
I was going to drop names.
And they would drop names, and they both fucking died the same
All
exact
of a
way.
sudden,
The same way.
No.
Right. And it was just like
I
they
think
didn't.
Cornell's been through darker times in his life than right now.
You fell on black
Absolutely.
days, right?
I don't believe it.
What was so eerie
It's one of the
about
songs, right?
what was so eerie about him is his song Black Hole Sun, bro. If you really think about Black Hole Sun was the eclipse. He wrote about the fucking eclipse that we just experienced. That song is about an eclipse. It fucking.
They didn't have one 20 years ago.
Maybe it
when
was
they
about
came
some
out?
kid's
Nope.
asshole.
Nope.
What was the last eclipse before this?
It was
one?
like in the 20s. I don't know. It was fucking a long time ago, but one never stretched across
I looked at
the
that
United
motherfucker.
States
I can
of
see
America. I tried to look at it.
I didn't try
You
to
saw it? You watched it? I couldn't. I tried. I couldn't see it happen. Like
I'm talking shit. I looked a few times. I didn't know if it was happening or not.
no, I could. I tried. Well, like when they said it
looked
was
like the
supposed to
sun
happen,
to me.
it didn't. It didn't. I didn't see it.
Looked
I
like
didn't
the
see
sun
it.
to me.
But like when you was, dude, did you see fucking Ozzy perform? I shared it on Facebook. You seen Ozzy perform? Ozzy performed during the fucking eclipse, bro. They had a concert.
How old is Ozzy now?
I wonder if he knew he was actually performing.
Yeah, you might not know that.
He might not knew he was doing it.
Ozzy came out
Dude,
with like
but it was-
60s?
That was badass, dog.
Like
Like
the last concert. Yeah, actually, like the last real concert I went to was when I think Ozzy opened the Dome.
No shit. After Katrina?
Yeah.
dude, Ozzy, he performed.
I used to love Ozzy.
Like,
I used to love Ozzy when I was
Think
a kid.
about how much money you're getting. Like
He
how.
was losing his breath.
Dude,
He was forgetting.
Yeah,
Think about
oh,
this.
man.
Think about this.
Somebody got a Facebook message.
How important are you to be the guy that performs at the biggest concert during an eclipse, like on the same day of an eclipse?
We got a song called Bark at the Moon.
That's what
probably
they perform.
yeah.
They perform Bark at the Moon during the eclipse, like as it fucking turned pitch black, like they were right in the zone. You know what I'm saying? What they call it? The fucking zone. What they call that shit? What they call it? The blackout area or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But he performed right in it, and it turned black and opened up by the time the song was over, dude. Like that's like historical.
I mean, we can get the show.
But what I can say is there's a lot of what kind of person did they say Ozzy was? Ozzy was a devil worshiper, right?
Yeah, but he didn't know it was a bat. He thought it was just a prop.
Yeah, sure.
No, for real.
And that's what he used it.
No, I watched a documentary about his cameraman who shot he shot everything
Right,
Ozzy
they all
did.
tell a story.
Yeah.
But we can actually
they rushed him right off stage after that to get radio shots because nobody knew. He thought it was.
So who gave him the bat?
It got thrown from the crowd.
Somebody just threw a fucking dead bat at him?
Yeah, they thought he was fucking Prince of Darkness, you know.
Right, and I can believe
I'm
that.
find that documentary. I was saying I saw on Netflix.
I can believe that. But what's gonna happen is 7 years from now, which is really where the conspiracy comes into play, is that 7 years from now, the same eclipse is gonna shoot across America and create an X in the entire country.
What you mean an X?
What I'm saying is, like, the first one shot from Oregon to South Carolina. The next one's gonna shoot from one side.
Isn't that planet Nibiru or whatever?
No, not Nibiru. No, it's not Nibiru.
What's the deal with that?
Nibiru is a planet. You know how they say there's so many planets in the solar system?
What is this?
I don't know.
But
Nibiru.
they just ruled Pluto's
Nibiru?
not an actual planet, right? Didn't they just rule that recently that
What,
Pluto's not an
Pluto?
actual
Yeah,
planet?
that was years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, but I think they've been back and forth on that, man.
Well, they got skeptics.
I think one week they're like, oh, Pluto's planet,
Right.
next week they're not.
So basically what they're
Gotta
saying
get with
about
Nibiru.
Nibiru is a planet, and that ties into the fucking, the Anunnaki. You ever heard of Anunnaki before? You don't know shit.
Hey, bro, what you doing?
I'm just fucking around. Anunnaki is basically, you ever heard of ancient Sumerians?
Right here.
You ever heard of ancient Sumerians?
No.
Which is the first humans.
He goes deep.
The first.
You think he would? I don't know none of this shit.
The first
He
human.
couldn't wait to get a hold of you, bro.
I ain't going that deep, bro. I get so deep and I'm like,
The first
you
humans
got a
on
cork on your line. He
the
goes
first
down down
humans
the
on
bottom.
planet Earth are called
Yeah.
from Sumeria, which is today Iraq. Okay, and that's why they say they've been fighting over Iraq and trying to gain control over Iraq, because that's like the Holy Land, like that's where the fucking first human beings ever touched down, like civilization. So the Anunnaki, they say, came from planet Nibiru. Alright? And what happened was these people.
Who's saying this?
This is Zachariah Sitchin is the guy who came up with this fucking story. Alright, he was an archaeologist, and he went and
Thought he might cook meth or something.
No. You gotta look into this. You gotta look into it. They actually wanted to make a movie. No, there was actually a blockbuster movie they started filming and then just fucking shut that shit down, bro. Once, like, it was based on his book.
If anybody, well, we only got 3 listeners. If anybody knows what he's talking about, himself.
So what happened was.
See what happened
was these people, the Anunnaki,
came
from this planet Nibiru, and they were lacking gold. Okay, this is the story.
They were lacking gold back then. The Aztecs planted their houses in gold. It was a piece of shit.
Dude, can you just let me?
I'm sorry.
this other country, this other fucking planet, and Nibiru, like, were lacking gold, so they came to America, like Earth, not America. They came to Earth because Earth was plentiful in gold.
But it's
More
useless.
valuable than paper.
It's monetary. It's
So
not
here's the
actually
deal.
has any-
Can I?
No, but it's more valuable than paper.
But
Can I
does gold have any?
Because of the mineral value of it. This can I just tell you the story, and you stop questioning what I'm saying, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it. I'm just putting information out there. All right.
But why is gold so valuable? For what?
I don't know. They needed gold.
The Aztecs
because
used to piss on it. It was like fucking plate down.
all right, because we were so plentiful in it, so to say. Can you let me finish?
But why
So
is gold
can we finish? So
Like, I can't
these
get past
fucking people came down.
Women.
These intelligent human beings, like these over-intelligent human beings that were like fucking, they brought a
that. If
spaceship.
they was
down.
that intelligent, they would know gold was shit too, and they wouldn't worry about gold. They would want like
They needed the mineral.
uranium
I don't
or
know.
whatever
I don't know what the fuck they need.
nuclear shit's
Yeah.
made from.
I don't know what the fuck they needed out there.
They
So
don't
they
need
came
gold.
down here. Listen, but when they got down here, they like, this is where it gets sketchy.
I will
I
not
don't-
believe a more
Can-
a higher
can-
intelligence would want anything to do with gold.
Can you listen to what I got to say? Can you just let me finish the motherfucker? This guy won't let me finish.
I'm going to describe
This is
that.
where it gets sketchy. This is where it gets fun. Alright? This is where it gets really fucking fun. You never even let me get it fun yet. So these fucking people came down here.
I'm having fun.
And this is where humanity was created based on this story. These people came down here. They needed gold to fucking mine they need to mine gold to protect, to save their planet.
Joe Osteen needs his money.
Let
Oh,
me
we're
just
gonna get
tell
that
you.
tonight,
Can we- Alright, they needed gold to mine their planet.
We way
So what
past
they
that.
did was, when they came down here, they like, I don't feel like fucking with that shit. I ain't digging them holes.
Gold has
I'm not.
no.
Can you
value
just
to
let me
nothing
finish?
on this
This is where
earth.
it gets crazy.
So who would need it for anything?
This is where it gets crazy. Can you let me finish?
Hallelujah.
God help me, please.
But you can't tell me why.
They
it's
had
valuable.
Neanderthals on this motherfucker. Can you help me, please? God help me, please.
They made turlets out of fucking gold. They didn't care about it.
Can you help me, please? But yeah, because we were plentiful. You're just adding value to my story because the earth
But when it
was
went away, it was shit to begin with, so it's shit now when it's
I
gone.
know it was shit to us, but it was fucking a necessity to them.
It wasn't.
Dude,
It was like
how do you
plywood.
know? You've been on Nibiru. You
But I've been
Nibiru.
to
Wait, how do you know
Aztec
that?
ruins and
I'm
shit.
just trying to tell them what's written
Well,
in the
I've
book.
been to Aztec ruins and shit, and I've been to those countries
Yeah,
that have
but this
shit.
is
And it was
earth.
like they ate dinner out of
You're
gold plates
asking-
because it
you're
was just
talking
something
about-
they could use.
You're talking about planet Earth. I'm talking about Nibiru.
He's
You
talking
know what I'm
about
saying?
Why would they need something that is totally useless to Earth?
I don't know. I haven't been on Nibiru. I haven't kicked it on Nibiru yet.
I'm just saying.
Maybe
they want
we-
uranium or
when it
something
comes-
worthwhile.
Can I talk? Can you let me finish the story?
But I can't get past the fact that gold is a useless
I don't know.
fucking.
I don't know. If you can't get past that, then we can't get past
I
what
mean,
I'm about to tell you. Because
Like
what
we
I'm about
need
to tell
iron
you is
in our
going
bodies,
to really
but we
fuck
don't
you
need
up.
gold in our bodies.
What
but
I'm
we
really
need iron.
about to tell you is going to fuck you up. Can I fuck you up?
Yes.
Can I fuck you up?
Yeah.
Alright, so these people came to the planet. They had Neanderthals on the
What did
planet.
these people
They
look
didn't
like?
feel like mining this gold. Because
But what do these people look like?
I can show you. I can
ET.
show you. Dude, there's some gangster shit online.
See, I will not
I can
believe
show you.
Google had it figured out.
they don't look like that.
I don't know.
Big head, long.
No, they didn't. No, it's not that. No, dog. They look like some fucking. They look like Jesus, like some hippie motherfuckers, bro.
Who, the aliens?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I can show you. You want me to show you? I can show you,
I don't trust that
But-
website you've been reading.
bro. There's not one website. There's thousands of fucking websites. So here's the deal. They came down here. They didn't feel like fucking with the shit. Like I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a supervisor in my motherfucking crew. I do not feel like minding this. So what they did was they took a female version. Now, can you let me finish the story? Don't laugh. Can you let me finish the story? what they did was, that's where that story of Adam and Eve was created. So what they did was they manufactured, huh?
Why did they have a navel?
I don't fucking know why they did that, bro. It's fucked up.
They was the first one. They didn't even know
But what they
needed a
did
navel
was,
yet.
listen. What they did was they created a human being based on the intelligent life. They took their intelligent being and then planted and then fucking took a Neanderthal sperm and fucking created this motherfucker, and that's how they created life, like us. And then they just fucking made a bunch of us. Listen to what I'm saying. So that they can mine this motherfucking gold, because they ain't feel like doing it. And that's how we got here.
I'm gonna tell you what.
And then there's some fucking, and that's where they say,
that story.
I'm just telling you.
You need more people.
Can I just tell you what the fuck they're saying? And that's where, like,
I'm trying to understand,
that's where
but I can't get past the fact that gold is really worthless and useless.
It is on our planet.
To us.
It is. So is diamonds. Can we go there?
Yeah.
Can we go there?
Yeah, it's a piece of shit fucking rock.
Can we go there? All right. So this is
And you
this.
can
But
recreate
what
it.
I'm gonna go at is what I'm saying is they need.
But why
to
would they
go.
want uranium?
They
or
mine a bunch of
something
this
useful?
motherfucker. I don't fucking know. They need to go. They might be plentiful in uranium.
Yeah,
They might be saying on Nibiru right now. What the fuck I need
What the
uranium
fuck?
for, Fats?
What the
fuck
Wait,
I
so
need?
now they Scottish?
Right? They might be.
Hey,
Okay.
let's talk.
already.
Alright, so what I'm getting at is, like, they need that's why they created our human intelligent, like if it wasn't for that, then we'd be you know what I'm saying? That's what they said. I'm just telling you what the fuck they said.
Bro.
Hey, when can we stop
I had
this?
social anxiety growing up, so hitting that chick in the head with my club and dragging it into my cave is not actually a bad
You're a
idea.
bad bitch.
When can?
As long as you're a bad bitch.
No, we literally been here 3 hours. So.
You
when
ready to
can-
go home? You can go home.
No, it's 3 hours, bro. When can we stop this and prepare for the sequel, bro? We gotta prep people.
You
for
go
the sequel.
home. Alright,
So we
so
go home, we'll keep talking.
yep, we're gonna keep talking.
Y'all gonna keep talking?
Alright, so this is what I was gonna tell you, is that
Y'all go like 5 hour podcast.
Fucking talk till 7 in the morning.
that's kind of like, you ever watch the Ancient Aliens on
I watched it with Action Bronson.
you watch your Angel? That's some funny shit, bro. That was
Dude, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like,
Alchemist is a beat man.
he's still around, man. Alchemist still around.
yeah, they still
Beat
around.
master.
I know you're still around.
Dude's a beat
But dude, I
master.
didn't know you didn't know
Wow.
any of that
Nice.
stuff. I didn't know you didn't know any of that stuff.
Come on, bro. Hip hop.
This dude is fucking hip hop, real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fucking around and take your hip hop card away. But that's some ancient
Let me
knowledge.
tell you what he said.
That shit.
He pretty much said you didn't deal with white dudes.
That people are dying.
No, I
He
didn't
didn't tell you were dealt with white dudes, right?
Whatever, bro.
With Alchemist and Action Bronson, he didn't know you dealt with white dudes.
No, what I want to
I'm
say
fucking with him.
is that that's just one fucking theory. And dude, if you really read, like if you really read in that Zechariah Sitchin's fucking scriptures, like stuff that he gathered out of the Sumerian like fucking text, and I don't have the Sumerian text. Right, but dude, this is such an underground. Like, it's not really about control because it's such an underground thing.
I don't care where we came from.
I don't care neither.
We
I care about
here,
treating you
and I
and
want to
me.
wake up tomorrow. That's
Right.
all I want, bro.
But I do, and this is the thing. Like, I can't say that I don't care about where we come from because I do know
I don't
this.
care about my roots.
Well,
where I came from.
Well, I studied this information because I'm a truth seeker.
Probably
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's necessarily true. But I'm gonna read that story, and then I'm gonna read the Bible story, and then you know what I'm saying. And then I'm gonna read I like digging into all of the information and getting it all because you can never go wrong by knowing.
Yeah.
By you know what I'm saying.
As long as it's not
Knowing is
taking
half, like
away.
G.I. Joe said, knowing is half the battle, and that's my thing, man. And that's why I know a lot of this shit.
G.I. Joe said that?
Ah.
Right? You know what
G.I.
I mean?
Joe with the Kung Fu grip or the other G.I.
I don't know. The cartoon, the fucking cartoon. Remember at the end of each cartoon? No, I'm talking about.
I never fucked with G.I. Joe.
You fuck with G.I. Joe? Dude, G.I. Joe
I was
badass.
Godzilla, the Hulk, and Tonka trucks. If it
He-Man,
wasn't any of those three things, or football, or baseball,
He-Man
or
was
fucking-
my shit.
I ain't
And
getting all
dude, there's a fucking.
I didn't even
I
like
can-
Star Wars, bro.
I can be honest with. There's a
My-
fucking.
My
Bro,
fucking
see, Star Wars.
see, my only thing I
There's
remember
a
Star Wars.
Bro,
I
there's
made the Chewbacca action figure and would put a nickel between his legs, spread him, and would make a windmill.
Right.
Well, I made my Chewbacca break dance. Other than that, I don't know nothing about it.
Dude, there's a motherfucking conspiracy behind every mainstream everything, bro. And it gets deep, like the Star Wars. Like, you remember I sent you that fucking video of Jordan
Is
Maxwell?
it Batman? That
I don't
a
know.
couple of them died?
Oh, like during the Batman movie?
Wasn't that some kind of movie conspiracy where people was dying?
Dude, there's fucking all kind of
Crow.
wicked shit out there. The Crow. Oh, that was Bruce Lee's. Bruce Lee's son died the same
The
way
second
he died
movie, right?
on the set of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, something happened in the second movie too. But it wasn't
Second
actual
movie.
leader, but it was somebody else that was in the movie. I think.
No, Bruce Lee's son.
No, I'm
died.
talking about the second Crow movie he's talking about.
What happened in the second Crow movie?
I think somebody died. Got shot.
Brandon Lee died in the first one,
Yeah.
but they finished the whole movie with him, though, right?
No, they
No,
actually
somebody
put-
finished the movie.
I never seen
Like
it.
the dragon.
Never
Like
seen the Crow?
they-
Pretty good movie.
they kind of tell a story like the same way. Like he was filming the dragon. Am I right? Like
If I
Bruce
can't
Lee-
Lee's
picture
filming another
something
movie,
happen,
yeah.
I really can't.
Bruce
get
Lee
into
was
a
filming
movie.
the dragon and he got shot by a bullet that was supposed to be a dud. And somebody slipped a real bullet in the fucking gun and
Wow.
killed him. I don't know why they did it. I'm just saying.
Like,
Like,
why would
Bruce
they
Lee's a
do
bad
that?
motherfucker. I love Bruce Lee. I love me some Bruce Lee. That motherfucker was shit.
I didn't know much. I still don't know much about him.
I didn't know much about him until like last year or so. I started watching interviews with him. Dude, that's an intelligent, very smart, articulate. Like
He was
he
like,
was for real. Like I see why they
Like-
loved him.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
like the same. Yeah,
like he was the guy. Like he was Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Of the
like
time.
Bob Marley.
Right, Bob Marley too. Like he was a revolutionary. Like
Yeah.
they didn't want him to succeed. You know, like they
That's
were.
one of my the most powerful artists in my eyes.
Is Bob Marley
Bob
to
Marley.
you? I love Bob Marley too.
Because
Like,
you could just hear it in his voice and you could hear his passion for what he was singing about in his music.
dude, Bob
Like you
Marley.
could just feel it
Right. And he
more than anybody, in my opinion.
he created the like reggae music is
He
what it
was
is
fighting
because
for
of him.
mankind, though. You know,
And
it's
if
like
you
stand up for your rights. You know what I'm saying? Like
You didn't feel you feel that way about Marvin Gaye?
I wasn't from that time frame.
Yeah,
I wasn't from
much
my
later,
time
right?
frame either.
As I say, it wasn't much different.
But that time in my life when I discovered him, I was doing, I was going on vacations every year to the Caribbean. I've been to Jamaica 6 times. I spent a
well,
week in
and
Jamaica.
you know what's so great about it?
You know,
His
so at least I
music-
got to go. We went to Kingston, bro.
Right.
You know, so I can relate because I've been there and I've seen it.
his music.
I'm not saying
makes
I'm
you
Jamaican by any
feel-
means.
Dude,
On the
like,
sequel with Phatz, y'all need to talk about old school local New Orleans rap music.
we did that.
We're gonna
already.
bring-
We can bring local
That's
rappers
the
and a
prequel.
badass DJ that knows about a lot about it would be interested.
Have we done that?
Jimmy, you gotta go on SoundCloud.
Jimmy, we're gonna bring Ricky B on.
Yeah, go look up the D by D podcast on SoundCloud. Our whole first podcast was pretty much all old school hip hop.
Right. And we haven't even.
By the way, Jimmy, I want my DVD back, bro.
Give him his DVD back. We're calling you out on the podcast.
And we're gonna watch the DVD on a podcast, and we're gonna pause and discuss because we need to do this.
What DVD is about?
Trust me, you ain't seen this DVD. Shout out to my man Nathan. He's got a book coming out. He did the DVD
He's got a book. Who got a book? coming
yeah.
out? About what?
about life, hip hop.
Oh no shit.
I actually want to do
Local
a. It's kind of cheesy, but a hip hop documentary just down here.
He did that.
Well, he did. New
But
Orleans.
he didn't go to the No Limit Cash Money route.
He went.
He got Dolomite, Bust Down,
He went
Ice Mike.
He went
to the
way.
Killers.
He went
Right,
to the roots.
right.
Like Cash Money, No Limit rode the wave of what these cats started.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't really know that. But true New Orleans, if you grew up in the '90s and you like rap music, you should know who these people.
Like,
are. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Like we don't know these.
Back in the
people
day,
are.
like, and it talking in the documentary, New York and New Orleans was so, because back then there's a lot of people coming back and forth from there, and we would adopt what they got. A lot of the old school New York records sampled a lot of New Orleans fucking jazz records and shit.
Right.
New York sample Trigger Man.
Right, that's what
Absolutely.
I'm saying. Like it
No,
was no.
That.
I
They
think
did that
I
before
think
after.
Drag rap was first.
no, I think
Actually, no. They used a few samples from the drag rap, but to this day, pull it up on your phone. Cameron Paul, Brown Beats. Cameron Paul, Brown Beats.
Trigger Man, we
Yeah,
sampled
don't
from New York. Am I right?
Trigger Man. Yeah,
Well,
Chicago
we got Trigger
or
Man
something.
from New York. I
Oh,
think.
was
The Trigger Man, the original Trigger Man record.
It's New
I
York.
think it was
It's
from
in New
Chicago
York
or something,
State.
actually.
Is it? I don't know. I mean,
But
you got me. That's late. That's late.
go to
80s. Am I
YouTube.
right? That's a late '80s record.
Cameron Paul, Brown Beats.
Is that a
and
late
play
'80s
the-
record? Trigger Man. That's a
That was
late
set
'80s
off.
record. Oh, it's a fucking dude. It's time.
But there's a lot of Derek B from the UK. They sample parts from Derek B.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we shouldn't be fighting with DJ, man.
But
I'm not fighting.
But
I'm
Google
questioning.
Cameron Paul, Brown Beats. That's it.
I'm asking. I'm trying to educate myself.
What's that? Cameron
What is
Paul.
that?
Cameron Paul.
So that came from New York.
You know, if Cameron Paul, see, back then when Cameron Paul was big in the night in the club
So where is
scene,
he from?
if Cameron Paul wasn't gay, he'd be the most popular fucking producer around. But back then they hated on gay people and shit. That's talented motherfucker, bro.
Dude, that's
the bounce beat.
that is one of the most.
When they talk about the
that's
brown
the most
beat,
educational thing we probably.
you heard the brown beat, right? That's
I
Cameron
don't know what
Paul.
the fuck that is.
That's Cameron Paul.
I didn't know he
A
was
long
gay.
white head dude with long blonde hair who was gay, who was the most talented motherfucker back then.
So what? He's
He
from New
helped
Orleans?
create, I don't know if y'all ever heard Razor Made Records.
No.
They actually took vinyl records and took razor blades and cut them to loop it and change the beats in the records with a razor blade.
Wow. So they basically innovated. Cool Herc. Well, no, not
This
Cool
was
Herc.
after all
No.
that. This was
No,
after
but-
all that.
No, what's the fucking
His
name?
background music, yeah.
Grandmaster Flash. I'm sorry.
This was after all
Yeah,
that.
but what I'm saying
This
is
was a
like
whole other scene.
what
This
I'm
was
getting,
the dance, the club scene. and all
right.
stuff.
But what I'm getting at is they took
But is
scratching
that not
to another level.
right?
They took scratching to another
Check the
level
date that came out.
by taking a record and they took scratching to another level.
No, this wasn't scratching.
So they
87.
basically just cut. Wait, you telling me they cut fucking razor blades in
With
the
a razor
record
blade
and then
cut
just sit
vinyl
back and
record?
let it play?
No. No, they working.
That's what
But
I'm
they
saying.
could make that record loop, that sound, same
Right.
beat by putting a mark in the record. And
So
what
they
they
just
did,
made it.
what they did was come out with a whole remix series called, look it up, Razor Made Record. Look it up, Razor Made Records.
So what does
So
that
the
do?
remixes they made on vinyl,
Well,
I'm probably
I'm
wrong
trying
on
to
a little bit
learn
of
here.
this.
Like, I really want to know this.
But-
Like, so like,
like they would make a little scratch with a razor blade in a record, and that beat would just loop.
so it would skip
So they
and
would
then go
take
back
on the other
to it.
turntable, the same thing with another thing. Go to another turn. They might be mixing off 4 tables.
Like 4 tables.
Razor Made
And make a
Records.
beat.
How was it created?
So they never scratched nothing.
No, these was mixologists. They
So
wasn't
they just let
scratching.
it play. They just fucking cut it in the right spot. They found out where they wanted to cut it at.
Right.
Like, you can't just cut it in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know exactly where to cut that motherfucker.
Look it up. Razor Made Records.
Dude, that's
Razor Made, a
badass.
remix service that changed the face of dance music.
See?
1980s were a turbulent period in San Francisco's dance music community.
So that guy came from San Francisco. The gay guy. Right,
Cameron
that's where
Paul.
we get the rice-a-roni thing
Cameron
from.
Paul, he
Fucking-
created the Brown Beat. He did so many remixes.
So
You remember going to Club 17?
New
he had
Orleans-
the Ride Inside. He did that. He did Sexy Dance.
New Orleans bounce would not be what it is if it wasn't for some guy in San Francisco.
Basically.
Because that sounded like fucking New Orleans. That sounded like
The
some.
Brown Beat.
That's what you call that? The brown beat? That's what that is?
When they say, yo, Sice mix them two Trigger Mans, that's not the bounce record. That Cameron Paul, listen to it.
Nah, fuck it up, bro.
Yeah.
That's the original thing.
That's the Brown Beat. The
Fucking-
yeah. Manny Fresh will tell you the Brown Beat.
So he just made that in his room
Now,
somewhere.
the drag rap, that was samples they used in it. But
The Trigger
Brown
Man.
beat.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that was
right,
that wasn't
that's
him.
the Trigger Man.
Right.
The-
But he didn't
What,
do
and the
that.
Brown Beat is the beat we just heard, the classic
Right,
bounce
that's
beat.
and it's you know what that
Wow,
is?
Watchmen.
You know what that fucking beat is like when a producer makes a beat and they got a tick. Tap. It's almost like that's what every
Metronome.
bounce rapper every bounce producer uses instead of a tick. They
You
use
could
that.
take that record right there, the Brown Beat, the whole Cameron Paul Brown Beat record, take that and rap over it, and it's perfect.
It's just the original.
Jay, I do not do it. I put that beat over the Debbie Deb when I hear music and sped it up and it worked perfect. Like it's fucking beat works.
Well, it
everything.
sounds like it sounds like Friday Night on Q93 is what that fucking you just played for me. So that's the original. That's the original. Like that's it. Like that's.
Right.
All right, guys.
They took pieces from the Trigger Man and added to it, but
I know
the
you
Brown
guys.
Beat is the bounce beat.
I know you guys are gonna cuss me out,
He's ready.
but we gotta wrap this up.
No, you
No,
got
it's 3 hours, Brian. Nobody's gonna make it this far. Let's save the good shit. for the
I had
next
some late
podcast.
stragglers coming on.
No, let's save the good shit for the next podcast, man. Can't give them all in one night, man.
Oh, that was good shit.
I know. I enjoyed it. We can't, we've been here 3 hours. Gotta
We
wind it
didn't
up.
even go where we wanted to go. It just took us all over the place.
That's what this is about, right here.
Well, we'll talk off camera.
We'll talk.
There you
We'll
go.
talk off camera.
All right.
Anyway, y'all have a good night, guys.
Peace.
Friday night. This is your late
Later.
night hour. Watch us next week.
See you out. Boom.
Peace.